all game. We are motivated. We are dedicated. Come on now. Come on now. We will win because we are the best on the field. And we hit the field like all day light, all night light, on the blue light, offense light, defense light, this ball light, house call light, in the sound light, in the sound light, in the sound light.
Kyle Leach, joined as always by Kurt Folk, the K&K Show. Kurt, and we got a good one here tonight. It's the Carroll County Clash, featuring Carroll County's two 8-man teams here tonight. The 5-0 number 1 ranked Milledgeville Missiles against another top 5 team, and the West Carroll Thunder coming in on 4-1, and we're expecting a great ball game here tonight, Kurt.
Yeah, it should be a good one tonight. Both teams looking to be two of the premier programs in 8-man. Yeah, the Clash of Carroll County here. The two schools representing 8-man from Carroll County. Just a quick trip over to Mount Carroll from Milledgeville. I'm sure some of these guys are friends, but that all goes out the window tonight on the football field, I got to imagine.
Yeah, a rivalry that was renewed last year, the first time these teams have met, and Milledgeville won that one handily at West Carroll's homecoming last year. And something tells me West Carroll's had this game circled ever since then, Kurt.
Yeah, I got to imagine as soon as this one popped up, this was a game on their radar. They know that Milledgeville came in last year and running clocked them there on their own homecoming. Kind of a welcome to 8-man football. Things have been going pretty well for them up to that point last year. They're coming in here tonight hoping to do the same to the Missiles, ruin their homecoming game.
Yep, the coin toss is going on at midfield right now. If you're watching on our YouTube stream, you can catch the coin toss there now.
Yeah.
But the West Carroll Thunder coming in 4-1 on the year. They won week 1 at West Central 42-0. Then they were home versus West Prairie 156-0. Lost to Polo week 3 at home 30-20. And back-to-back shutouts the last 2 weeks, 48-0 over at River Ridge. And at Orangeville last week, they won 42-0. Every team they have shut out, they played, Kurt, other than Polo.
Yeah, they look on paper like they have a very, very stout defense. I think that's something that the Missiles are hoping to unprove tonight, that their offense can match their defense. And quite frankly, the Missiles have a really stout defense themselves too. Those 16.4 points per game that they show for the year is skewed, and great stat here that I'm assuming you compiled there, Kyle, with the 4 points per game allowed for the starting defense by the Missiles.
Yes, points per game. West Carroll scores 41.6. They give up only 6 points per game. The Missiles averaging a little more, 47.2 on the year. Like you said, average, they give up 16.4 points per game, but when their starting defense is on the field in those 5 games, they've given up 4 points per game, and that's a schedule featuring Amboy and Polo as well, Kurt.
Yeah, very, very stout schedule there for the Missiles, who still have to go and face undefeated Alden Hebron. Well, that could change tonight, but Alden Hebron has themselves a tough matchup with an undefeated South Beloit tonight. But they have an undefeated team from Missouri still on their schedule in Week 9, so Missiles ain't fooling around on their schedule this year, starting the year out with Amboy. That was where they gave up the most points the starters were giving up all year, was in that game against a very strong Amboy team. But West Carroll, give it up to them. The teams on their schedule, they've more or less shut out. besides Polo.
They played really good, but Missiles will definitely be battle-tested when the playoffs come around. But they're 5-0 on the year. Week 1, they won at Amboy 30-22. Week 2, they knocked off Abundant Life 46-20. Back-to-back road games, they were at AFC, a winner 64-6. And then the big blacktop matchup, they beat Polo 28-6. Last week, they returned home for a 4-game homestand here. They knocked off River Ridge by a score of 68-28. They have Orangeville coming into town next week, and West Carroll will be back in action next Friday as they host AFC. Coach S is the head coach for the Thunder. Coach Roble in his 17th year for the Missiles. Other games going on in 8-man tonight. We have the West Carroll Milledgeville one. We have Orangeville at Polo tonight. AFC at River Ridge. South Beloit at Alden Hebron. Amboy at Peoria Heights. And then another key matchup down there with South Fork at Metro East, 2 5-0 teams. But that other one we'll be keeping an eye on tonight, Kurt, is South Beloit at Alden Hebron. Both teams coming in 5-0 at Alden Hebron's homecoming tonight, I believe.
Yeah, those are two teams that are looking to kind of make their mark in 8-man. I remember saying we traveled down the Alden Hebron or over the Alden Hebron last year, and you could just tell they had a good young core there at Alden Hebron. And there was a lot of talk even on the South Beloit end themselves, too, about how good their team actually was. So now it's time for them to prove it, that they have what it takes to compete in the 8-man ranks here.
And NUIC games, we have Dakota at Fulton, and Fulton's homecoming. The big one tonight, one that both teams need with their upcoming schedules. Forreston 4-1 at EPC 3-2. This is pretty much a playoff elimination game for EPC, Kurt. They got to have this one tonight.
Say EPC's got to have that game basically for their best chance to make the playoffs. I would say this game is pretty crucial to them. Forreston's been playing well. I think I would guess better than most people expected this season here for Forreston. They've been playing well. So it's up to them to hang on and kind of spoil or ruin the rest of EPC's season here.
Yeah, Forreston has back-to-back weeks, I believe, of last-minute squeakers.
Yeah.
With like Fulton and down to the final possession, the last play of the game, knocking off Fulton, and then last week they knocked off Galena. And a great game as well. Another big one up there, Stockton, our buddy Coach Downey, and at Galena. That's a 5-0, number 1 ranked in some polls. AP poll has Stockton ranked number 2. If you haven't watched Stockton football, not voting them number 1, I really don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what you're looking at there if you're not putting that team at number 1. I mean, they knocked off Lena that right away, moves them up there. They've been playing some really good football on both sides of the ball. Tough team, smart team. They're number 1 in my book, number 1 in a lot of people's book, but they got to go up there to Galena tonight to face a tough Galena team that's going to not just lay down. So, big game for both of those teams.
Yep, Lee Wynn at Morrison tonight, and then a big non-conference matchup, which will be a conference matchup next year. 5-0, the Byron Tigers travel to Pecatonica to take on the 5-0 Rivermen. That'll be a good one tonight, too. Speaking of schedules, have you seen Dupec's schedule?
For the rest of this year? Or no, I have not.
They have Byron tonight, Stockton, Lena, and Forreston.
Yeah, it doesn't get easy there for Dupec.
They won't shy away from it, but if that's not the toughest schedule in the state, I don't know what is.
Looking to enhance their schedule there, and they've done a nice job with that, sitting at 5-0 right now. That's going to be a tough one there tonight with Byron coming into town.
Yep, other games around the area we'll keep track on. Bureau Valley at Lewistown, Mercer County at Newman. That's actually tomorrow afternoon. Riverdale at Erie Prophetstown tonight. Ulliman at Sterling. Stillman Valley at Dixon. Oregon at North Boone. And Rock Falls at Winnebago. So we got the school fight songs going on, and then we're going to cut away for the national anthem. We'll be back for starting lineups and kickoff between the Thunder and the Missiles right here on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here to Floyd Field. Kyle Leach joined by Kurt Folk. Starting lineups first for the Thunder tonight on offense. At quarterback, we got Winter Harrington. Fullback, Race Mix. Running back, Aiden Buchholz. Wide receiver, Riker Badimlia. Wide receiver, Roger LeBourne. Noah Johnson at guard. Corey Griffith at guard. And Aiden Lair at center. Defensively, you got Nick Warnick at defensive end. Lair at defensive lineman. Cohen Good at defensive end. Linebackers are Buchholz, Mix, and Johnner Smith. Defensive backs are Riker Badimlia and Roger LeBourne, coached by Coach S, assisted by Michael Bixler, Dallas Bunn, Dylan Knuth, Jeff Holly, and Zach Krieg. For the Missiles here tonight, offensively at quarterback Kyson Francis, running backs Connor Johnson, Spencer Nye, tight ends Evan Shank, Benny Mickelson, guards are Caleb Sarber and Carter Livingood, with the center Ian Rayhorn. The Missiles will receive this kick. We'll go over the starting defense for the Missiles after the kick here.
Yeah, I actually knew the Missiles were going to kick or receive this time to start the game, but going with an onside kick here to start.
Onside kick recovered nicely. Good kick there by the Thunder, but Spencer Nye goes up and get it. Defensively for the Missiles, Carter Livingood and Benny Mickelsons are the ends. Nose tackles Ian Rayhorn. Linebackers are Shank, Nye, and Sarber. Cornerback Jaden Promenschinkel and Connor Johnson. Head coach Jason Roble, assisted by Brad Grenoble, Austin Cravia, Cal Engelkins, Cameron Daughtime, Ryan Kendall, Cody Druce, and Isaac Tom Smith.
Yeah, Thunder go with the onside kick there to start the game. That got the bounce there that number 8, Seha, wanted to have happen, but Spencer Nye was able to jump up and grab it. Missiles will start this drive already in Thunder territory.
Yep, at their 49-yard line. Go Wildcat formation with Spencer Nye taking the first snap of the ball game. A new wrinkle here. Coach Roble and Grenoble. Spencer Nye just going to run it right up the middle, and he gashes it. Spencer Nye's off to the races. Inside the 30, 20. Is anybody catch him? I don't think so. Touchdown Missiles on the first play from scrimmage. What a play call there, Kurt.
Little deja vu the last week where the Missiles housed the first ball they got last week, too. It was Evan Shank just on a handoff last week. This time a little bit of razzle-dazzle as the Missiles lined up in their kind of normal base formation, then split everybody out, but kept Spencer Nye taking the snap. He had Kyson spread out to his right, usually back there at that quarterback position, but he just takes it right up the middle, and we've talked about a lot in 8-man. You got to make that one guy miss, and he did, and he was to the house from there.
Touchdown on the first play from scrimmage for the Missiles. Now they go for 2 I formation. Francis under center, double tight end set. Gonna pitch it to Shank. Shank cuts it, gets in, dives, and he's in. 2-point conversion, good. 11:48 to go in this first quarter. Missiles 8, Thunder 0. We'll be back on your sports leader WCCI after the 60-second timeout. Welcome back here to Floyd Dow Field. The Missiles start off the homecoming game with a bang here. 49 yards, Spencer Nye right up the gut out of the Wildcat formation. Now it's the Thunder's turn to counter the Missiles here. Back deep. It's one of the premier running backs, Kurt, in 8-man. A great athlete, a player I'm excited to watch tonight, Aiden Buchholz, the 6', 190-pound junior.
Yeah, I know that's an athletic kid. I watched them obviously last year, but then in basketball too, he's just an athlete. So it'll be cool to see him on the field here, a year older, a little more mature.
Cropper on the return across the 40-yard line, 41 it looks like. Good field position here for the Thunder as well to start.
Ball will be spotted at the Thunder 41-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
So you never know what this Starting lineups are always a little different than what the coach, depending on packages and stuff that you do.
You never know what they're going to actually trot out to start here.
We layer in there. The guards are Johnson and Griffith. Budham Lee at tight end, snap to Buchholz. They do a Wildcat too, and he makes one miss. And shoestring tackle there by Promenschinkel. Otherwise, Buchholz was going to do the same thing Nye did, but a great gain on first down for the Thunder.
A lot of open field there for Buchholz there on that play. Them going Wildcat as well. Yeah, Jaden Promenschinkel in there to roll him up by the shoes there. Connor Johnson would have potentially had a chance too, but it would have been the old adage of just one guy left to miss there. Would have been up to Buchholz to make a move, but Jaden Promenschinkel limits the gain.
Harrington back under center, double tight end set, Mix and Buchholz in the backfield. Ting going to take it, hand it to Buchholz off the left side. Short gain, a yard, going to bring up 3rd and 3.
In there nicely by Carter Livingood that time. Pretty much hit right away. Got a little bit of a yard there for the Thunder. So Buchholz is going to have to leave the field here. Comes up a little gimpy.
48-yard line.
48-yard line, so third down and 2.
33.
About 2.5. Oh, Coach S might have to take a timeout, some substitution. With Buchholz going out. Hopefully he's all right. He goes to the bench here, walking it off. Might have twisted an ankle or a knee or something. Harrington under center, I formation behind him. Gonna pitch it to Copper. Copper off the right. He's gonna have the first down, I believe.
Going to depend on the mark here.
Right at it, and I believe he's got it.
Say he was close. He was right on that line to get there.
Gain of 3 there for Cropper.
Looks like that ball is across.
Be 1st and 10 for the Thunder. Ball into the Missile territory here at their Missiles 48-yard line.
Carter Livingood came in fast that time right at the quarterback, but the handoff had already happened.
As good news is Buchholz is back in the game here for the Thunder. 1st and 10 for the Thunder. Harrington under center. Good, and Buchholz on the outside. Pitch to Buchholz. Buchholz got room to run. He's going to have a first down and more. Good run there, 48-yard line. He's going to get down to about the 36, 37-yard line.
Yeah, Buchholz driven out of bounds there hard by Jaden Promenschinkel and Evan Schenk, but damage had already been done. Missile's got to get some outside containment here on these West Carroll backs. Doing a nice job of getting right in on both sides of the line of scrimmage, one time by Carter Livingood, that time by Spencer Nye, but going right after the quarterback who's already handed off the ball.
Yep, now going to go Wildcat with Buchholz as Harrington goes out of the game. 1st and 10 for the Thunder, ball on the Missiles 36-yard line. Good opening drive here for the Thunder so far. High snap, and it goes over the head of Buchholz. It's loose, and he comes away with it, beating a diving Livingood, but a big loss on the play there.
Yeah, mistakes like those, I think, are going to become a factor in the game. Who makes fewer of them? Officiating crew has a tough task tonight. Big matchup. There's only 4 of them out here. Big Carroll County matchup. 2 fired-up teams. They're going to have a lot on their hands tonight.
Yeah, I know we only had 3 till about 5 minutes before kick. I was a little worried. The 4th one did show up here tonight. 2nd and 20 now after a 10-yard loss. Harrington shotgun formation. 2 to the right, 2 to the left.
And West Carroll going to have to spread it out here a little
Play
bit.
Clock winding down. Yep,
Yeah,
that's going to do it. Did not get it off.
Some confusion there on West Carroll on the play. Again, mistakes that you can't have. If I remember going up there last year, kind of something that plagued the Thunder as well was just mistakes. Last year it was personal foul calls, just little mistakes that you can't have. So far in this game, it's that bobbled snap and then the penalty for not getting the play off in time.
2nd down and 25. Ball back on the Thunder side of the field at their own 49. As Harrington going to drop back to pass. He's going to air it out and going to be overthrown, looking for Cropper. Pressured in there by Livingood.
Yeah, tons of pressure there that time by Livingood on a straight dead run at the quarterback. All he could do was kind of stay in there and try to get it out there, the Cropper. Spencer Nye with some good coverage there in the secondary.
3rd down and 25 now. As we have 9:16 to go in this opening quarter. Yep, Missiles 8, Thunder 0. Missile scored on their very first play from scrimmage. Spencer Nye, 49-yard touchdown run. Harrington shotgun formation. Two to the left, two to the right. Buckholz split out all the way out here, or he's in the slot to the left. Gonna throw it to Buckholz, and it's off his hands. Good ball thrown there by Harrington, but just off the fingertips of Buckholz. Pass ball's incomplete, and boy, that bad snap sure stymied that drive there, Kurt.
Once that mistake, that little mistake there, that ends up being a big mistake, really stymied that drive. They had everything going there that they wanted. That ball, nice ball thrown a little bit out of the reach of Buckholz there. Would have been a good catch for him to make it. Probably a catchable ball for that kid. But he would have been well short of the first down marker as well. He had Connor Johnson right behind him.
Looks like race mix back to punt for the Thunder. Spencer Nye standing inside his own 20.
Oh, Carter Livingood with contact. The flag does come out.
Let's see what the call is. He did bump into the kicker. If it's just going to be the 5 yard, he didn't knock him down.
He didn't knock him down.
He could have tackled him almost. He was still holding the ball, but being that he didn't block it, he still. Oh my God! They're going to give him personal foul.
Full on personal foul, and I would have guessed just running into the kicker there, the short penalty. This is still
should still be fourth
down here, but they will move the ball back into Missiles territory here.
So should be 4th and 10 now, but now you think the Thunder are going to go for it here.
I would imagine that this changes the plan since they're inside the original sticks now, and also in Missiles territory. I got to imagine that the Thunder are just going to go for this one.
36-yard line.
It is 4th down. 4th down and 10.
Yes, still 4th down. As Kyle mentioned, pulling double duty tonight, both on WCCI and the YouTube broadcast.
They're calling for a first. They're going to say first down. Oh, my gosh. I'm not sure that rule. Maybe Joe Letty's listening. But
anybody listening, I do not think that's the rule. That is
so
not
it is
an automatic
a 1st and 10.
first down penalty.
That's going to drop back. Ball's up and intercepted. Oh, no, it's dropped by Rayhorn.
And Rayhorn had a chance.
Right in his hands, and he dropped it. Went off the helmet of number 3 there, LeBourne, into the hands of Rayhorn.
Confusion still. Bramley Nye switching balls. He thinks it's... But I guess we are, 2nd down here for the Thunder. A strike there thrown off the helmet that Ian Rayhorn had a chance for an interception there and possibly even some room to run.
So, it was 4th and 25. Missiles got a 15-yard roughing the kicker penalty. They're saying WCCI is cutting on. I'm not sure, Drew. Shouldn't be on our end. Buckholz with the run. Nicely tackled there by Rayhorn.
Rayhorn in there initially, then a flight of Missiles helping out. Spencer Nye in there, Saber in there, Caleb Sarber.
Yep, Ashley, if you're listening, I don't know if it's on our end, but here we're getting messages that we're cutting in and out bad on WCCI. I've got good connection here.
We're connected.
What's we got for bars there, Kurt?
We got 4 bars over here. So
3rd down and 10 now. Auto first down on roughing the kicker. I appreciate that.
All right.
Joe Pereira. Our official on call. 3rd down and now 10.
The man in New York.
Harrington going to pitch to Buckholz. Buckholz off the right side. Gets by Shank. Pushed out of bounds there by Johnson. Going to bring up 4th and manageable. Good gainer there for Buckholz. No, they did back him up. The first official's up. Gains about 5. Be 4th and 5.
4th down and 5.
Manageable 4th down here for the Thunder. Missiles hoping to step up here and make a stop. Thunders have to burn a timeout here.
So we'll check our connection, and we'll be back on Air Sports Leader WCCI for the 60-second timeout. Sorry, we came back late there. Just missed.
Yeah.
4th and 5. They do the Wildcat, and Buckholz finds Roger LeBourne sneaking out. 31 yards for a Thunder touchdown, and they have answered back thanks to the big personal foul call that kept that drive alive, Kurt.
Yeah, that was a big roughing the kicker penalty there on Carter Livingood. Maybe a little questionable, but the officials saw what he saw there, and we have had it confirmed twice now that is an automatic first down in IHSA football. Those roughing the kicker penalties.
Yep,
But the Thunder respond there after being pushed back a little bit.
Buckholz running the 2-point conversion, pushing the pile. No good. 2-point conversion is no good. So we'll just keep it right here on your Sports Leader WCCI. As the Thunder strike 4th and 5 from the Missiles 31. Buckholz threw a perfect strike to LeBourne, who beat Johnson for the touchdown. And the Thunder, they big answer, and it's 8-6, 7:58 to go in this opening quarter, Kurt.
Yeah, good first drive there by the Thunder. A lot of talk about both teams' defenses, but both teams' offenses step up and get scores on their first drives. Thunder helped out there, like we said, by that roughing the kicker penalty there on Carter Livingood that gave them a fresh set of downs and inside Missile territory when they had been backed up into their own territory, at least on the other side of the 50. They responded with a couple good plays there, and then a nice play design there out of the Wildcat. Buckholz taking the snap, wasn't Harrington, but good football getting name, and Roger LeBourne able to slip behind Connor Johnson there. Touchdown Thunder. They were unable to convert the 2-point conversion.
So the Missiles continue to lead here 8-6. We'll tee it up. I'll let you do the kicker's name here. What are you thinking of that one? I didn't get the pronunciation of that one. Number 8.
I think it's Frankie Seha.
Seha.
Or Seja, but we'll go Seha. I think it's Seha.
So here goes the kick, squib kick.
Squib kick again this time. Gets past Parker Saunders.
Going to go to Johnson, about his 33, looking to cut it upfield. Makes
he's
one
got
man
the
miss,
broom.
and Johnny's off to the races. Johnny's got one guy to miss, and he gets by him, and Johnny's to the 30, 20, 10, 5, Missile, touchdown. Johnson goes about 70 yards, Kurt, and the Missiles strike again.
Yeah, quick hitters tonight for the Missiles. Kind of been waiting that out of special teams for the Missiles. We've seen a lot of the Missiles football games this year. Haven't gotten one on special teams yet, but Connor Johnson says, I'll take that squib kick. Takes it to the house for 6 points for the Missiles. 70-yard kick return there for Connor Johnson.
We'll see if we can get a replay on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Maybe he already did.
Doing double duty
get the
tonight
official
here.
yardage where he ran, but Johnson.
Here it comes again for those of you watching on YouTube. Squeaks past Connor Johnson. He picked it up at about the 32, cuts back to the 30, then finds open field.
So about 68 yards,
Yeah.
you're calling it?
Yep.
Francis now 2-point conversion. 4 out to the right. Shotgun formation for Francis. Francis takes it. Looking left. Going to be pressured. Now he's going to run it. Makes a good
move
cut, and he's
there.
in.
Yeah.
Nice footwork by the sophomore quarterback, Kyson Francis. 7:43 to go here in this opening quarter. We got a good one here, folks. Missile 16, Thunder 6. We'll be back on your Sports Leader WCCI after this 60-second timeout. Welcome back here. Another quick score by the Missiles. And yeah, Ashley, everything's sounding good. Drew says we're good, so appreciate you checking in, Drew, and appreciate Journey Farms. They're doing field work.
Yeah.
It's all the other farmers. I'm sure Smith Farms, Daler Farms, Wagon X are around. But if you're listening, give us a shout out here.
Sometimes to get connection, you just have to stick the receiver in the window.
Yes, we moved it slightly, so Spencer and I to tow it up. Still 7:43 to go in this first quarter, Kurt. Lots of big plays so far in this one. 3 touchdowns already on the board here.
Fixing to be a long one if this trend kicks up.
Ball's loose. Ball's loose.
Missils
Ball's
have a
loose.
chance of that one. Oh,
I think
covered up.
West Carroll got it. Who came in
Yeah.
there late?
23 ended up with it, or
Possibly 23. There was
or
a pile
5.
up there.
Was it 5?
5. Cropper
Yeah.
come up with it. Now we get to see this Thunder offense. They've moved the ball as well. They were moving until they had
Yeah.
that bad snap.
Say a bad snap and then a penalty themselves forced them back there. Otherwise, they were moving the ball there
Yeah.
on the Missiles that first drive, and then they came back after the roughing the kicker penalty and moved the ball again on the Missiles.
So this Thunder team is a much improved team from last year's team that went 7-2. They battled Polo tight, just a 10-point game a few weeks ago. Harrington under center. Buckholtz and Mix in the backfield. Gonna fake it, and ball's
Ball's
loose.
going
Still
up
loose.
loose.
Still loose. I think Living Goods got it. I think Living Goods got it.
Recovered by the Missiles.
Spencer Nye comes away out of the pile. It was a brawl down there, Kurt.
Yeah.
And the touchdown guy, Spencer Nye, comes away
Yeah.
with it. And boys, was that Living Good that blew that up here?
Living Good, I believe, blows the play up here, and I believe he's even the first person
Yes.
on the ball. He is right in there.
No, that's Nye. That is Spencer.
Oh, that is nice. That 46 and 48 gets us sometimes, but yeah, right in there immediately. No chance to even get that handoff off.
Coach S is going to take a timeout. We'll just keep it right here on our Area Sports Leader WCCI.
I think
So-
Coach S just settling his guys down here a little bit, possibly.
Yep. No, he's done a great job with this program. They're
Yeah.
an up-and-coming program for sure. I know their junior tackle was undefeated. I know their JV is good. This is a Thunder program that's going to be
Yeah.
a force here the next few years.
Say, doing good things there. I think the 8-man ranks here are doing wonders for them, getting some kids kind of re-energized and rejuvenated about playing football. And that's what success will do. Success will breed people wanting to be a part of it. So good job by Coach S here building up this program.
I believe our junior tackle team plays them next Tuesday
Yeah,
for the
I think that is the
for the
championship.
playoff
Yeah.
championship
Yep.
next Tuesday. I believe at their new field, beautiful new
Yeah,
facility
it looks
over there.
nice there over in Mount Carroll.
Go over and support the West Carroll Thunder, the junior tackle program, as well as the Missiles program there as well. So next
They-
Tuesday.
Played each other once, I do believe, and West Carroll ended up with the victory in that game.
Yes, they
so
did.
our junior tackle team will be looking to avenge that loss in the championship game.
Yep, our only loss of the year. The Thunder were unbeaten at the junior high level. Like I said, a turnover, like you said, Spencer and I just about took that handoff.
So he almost had that in his
Mix
hands.
never
right
had
away.
a shot to get that from Harrington. Now the Missiles. Pistol formation. Nye behind Francis. Johnson split all the way out to the left. Francis going to drop back to pass. Going to air it out deep for Johnson. Johnson gets behind his man, and he strikes a touchdown! A Missile touchdown! A strike! 33 yards. What a ball by Francis, and the defender just never seen the ball, Kurt.
Let's say something kind of odd there with the defender. He just never really saw the ball, never really saw Johnson. Johnson even had time to stop and just kind of run under this ball. Unsung moment of this play is the ball fake to Spencer Nye. Spencer Nye does a nice job taking this ball fake from Francis and selling it. He gets a lot of people to jump towards him. That gives Kyson the time to deliver that strike to Johnson, basically waiting in the end zone.
3 one-play drives, Kurt. And
Yeah.
I guess the second one was a kickoff. So Francis takes the snap, looking right, now throws it to
pop pass.
Living Good, who's got it! Conversion good. 7:27 to go in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 24, West Carroll 6. We'll be back on your Sports Leader WCCI for the 60-second timeout. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. An electric start to this ball game. Missiles lead 24-6. 3 quick touchdowns and a Buckholz to LeBourne strike here for the Thunder as well. Have the Missiles leading 24-6. 9 to toe it up. 23 is the deep man. Barragan.
Marquez Barragan there.
5 is the up man, Cropper, as well as at 2. Bademlia.
Yeah, the Thunder offense here needs to find a way to keep the Missile offense off the field right now.
Kick goes to Cropper, about his own 32-yard line.
Okay, Pauly breaks through there. Gets
yep, he is going to be down.
Of them to bring him down.
Recruiting Cropper on the return. Tackle made by Gabe Pauly.
Okay, Pauly did a nice job running down there on that kickoff. Broke through the wall there by the Thunder. Got enough of them to bring Cropper down. Jake Chapman, listening to the K&K show on YouTube, I do believe, after parking his truck for the day, says that's one of his favorite things about Friday nights.
Jenny Marima, Pete McCallie.
Alex Chafee checking in from college early in the game here.
Under center, gonna hand to Buckholz. Buckholz off the left side and makes one-man miss. Promenschenkel fills the hole nicely. Saber in there as well, gain of about 2 maybe. Good hard run there by Buckholz.
Yeah,
Give him 3.
Rayhorn in there on the tackle. Jaden kind of came up to fill that up and finish it off. Buckholz running hard there, gain of 3 yards. Yeah, double duty tonight if you're watching on YouTube, whether you're a Missile or a Thunder fan. If you look in the lower left-hand corner of your screen there, you can scan that with your phone. It'll take you to a form to fill out. You'll have a chance to win our giveaway tonight at the end of the game.
Harrington gonna pitch it to Buckholz. Buckholz gonna be tackled in the backfield by Livingood.
Who needs a Bash brother when you can be one by yourself?
One-man wrecking crew there, but it's not just him there either. There's a host of that defense. Is fun to watch. Loss of 4 there for Buckholz.
Yeah, Missiles once again losing the size battle here, but that has proven to not be a difference at all in all of our games because we haven't won the size battle in any of them yet. Comes to speed, quickness, and knowledge of the game. The Missiles have the advantage there.
Yep. Harrington shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Cropper and LeBourne out to the right. Gonna look for number 2 there is incomplete, looking for Bademlia.
Yeah.
Just overshot there. And a big defensive stop here for the Missile skirt.
Yeah, they were looking for Riker out there deep down the far sideline there. Jaden Promenschenkel was with them step for step. Bring up 4th down here for the Thunder in Missiles territory. They're going to have to punt this one away.
You're in the Missiles, I think you just let him get it away. As electric as your offense has been here.
Yeah, say no need to even touch them. If you're even close, just back away.
You mentioned there with Johnson. I think that's our first special teams touchdown. Yeah. That's been a staple.
Yeah, it seems like we've had
for eternity here at Milledgeville. As that ball's going to bounce at about the 40 and roll sideways. The Missiles will have it 1st and 10, ball at their own 41-yard line.
Connor kind of reminiscent of when his brother Kaysen was playing. That seemed like almost once a game Kaysen was going to either bust a punt or a kick return for a touchdown. And then Micah Tom Smith kind of took over that role the next few years.
So still 5:48 to go in this opening quarter. 1st and 10 for the Missile. They've moved it back to the 40. They like that line, Kurt.
Yeah,
always.
Yep, always find a line. Just set it on the line.
1st and 10. Francis under center. I formation.
Thunder here saying, let's please stop them for just a play. A lot of shifting here by the Missiles. Brings us to the Wildcat with Carter Livingood, it looks like, taking it.
Livingood off the left side, weaving out of traffic, makes a one-man miss, makes another. Carter's off to the races, going to be tripped up there. Nicely there by LeBourne. Gain of 10. We'll see if they give him the 1st down.
I think they're going to mark him. Oh, they are going to give it to him. I thought they were going to mark him just short. But that ball head is just over there. Past the rod there.
When your smallest gain of the night is 10 yards, you're doing something right there.
That's small victory there for the Thunder, though, in a sense, getting, making the Missiles run a 2nd play here.
Yep, they did have good penetration there. That was supposed to go to the left. They blew that side up, and Carter cut it back to the right. This one goes nowhere. Nicely done by the Thunder defense. No gain there for Spencer Nye.
EPC with the early lead over Forreston in that game, 8-0. Dupeck with an early lead over Byron in that game, 7-6. Stockton defeating Galena currently 8-0. Thank you, Brian Simpson, always watching and checking in from home.
Travis Hines and Aspen and Eli, always watching and listening. Appreciate you guys. Another shout out here after this play. Francis I formation, Nye and Shank in the backfield. 2nd down and 10. Francis going to drop back to pass. Going to be pressured, gets it to Nye. Nye makes one man miss, and he's going to have the first down.
Yeah.
Gain of about 13 yards. Give him 11. He moved it back a little bit.
Yeah, Spencer Nye able to come back and get that ball there completed from Kyson Francis. Moving the sticks.
Justin Rand listening. He's harvesting listening as well. So
all right.
He said he was the one that texted Drew about the poor reception. So a sponsor as well. So appreciate you, Justin Rand. Francis under center. Double tight end set. 1st and 10 inside the 40-yard line. A little quick trap. 2-9. Nice tackle. Otherwise, he was off to the races. Mix does a nice job there. Gain of 4 there for Nye.
Yeah, different look on a drive here for the Missiles. They're grinding. Just had a couple visitors here up on the.
Is that my daughter?
Yeah.
And Chloe. Uh-oh. The K&K show getting some rubies, I believe.
Yeah. That is from Shelley.
Dropping off the post-game gift.
Post-game gift, too.
As well as the best Scotcheroos I've ever had, Kurt.
Yeah.
2nd down and 6 for the Missiles. Ball on the Thunder 35-yard line. 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Missiles 24, Thunder 6. Francis under center. I formation behind him.
Not sure what happened there, but nobody else moved but the center.
It's going to be 3rd down and 6.
So, yeah, I don't know if we were
Broken
going on
play,
2,
I'd
but the center snapped it on 1, but that's going to be no gain for Francis.
Be my guess there, the way that played out is that was supposed to be on 2, and Ray Horn snapped the ball on 1 because nobody else moved, and Francis didn't expect the ball to be coming. You know, I was trying to lose some weight, and then football season started, and between the mill wheel food being brought to us and all these treats, things are trending the wrong direction again.
3rd down and 6. I formation, Francis under center. Johnson split out now. They go shotgun formation. Throw that little screen to Johnson. Johnson's got blockers. Johnson makes one man miss inside the 20, inside the 15, down inside the 10-yard line. Looked like a helmet-to-helmet contact there too, Kurt.
Kind of came flying in there head-to-head, it felt like.
But Johnson gets up.
Johnson gets up, gives him a little.
Yep, good hard football there, yep.
Says, hey, we're just playing football here.
So Francis to Johnson. Gain of 20. Is that 1st and goal on the 10? Gain of 25 there.
I think Caleb Sarber there, too, did a nice job there on that screen, pulling up on a potential block in the back as well. On one of Johnson's cuts there.
Spencer Nye, Wildcat formation. Nye takes it, hands it off to Livingood. Livingood. He sniffed out nicely there by Buckholtz on the stop. Minimal gain. No gain on the play. Good job by the Thunder defense there.
Yeah, Buckholtz there first, and then the Thunder swarmed to the ball. Showing flashes here of how and why they've shut out most of their opponents besides the Marcos. They've gotten penetration on the Missiles. They've flown to the ball. It's just the Missiles have had the big play in their pocket all game long so far. Missiles driving here, though.
So 2nd and goal from just inside the 10-yard line. Shank going to take this snap now, it looks like. Francis has moved to an end. Nye to his left. Shank going to keep it, go to his left side, makes one man miss, but nice play there's at 52.
Yeah.
Gain of about 5.
52 is Warnick. Missiles going no huddle here. Evan Shank's going to take the snap again.
3rd and goal from the 5. Shank gonna hand it to Nye. Nye makes one man miss.
Yeah, nice.
And he is in for a missile touchdown. Spencer Nye weaves his way for a touchdown. You could have done the Berman there, Kurt.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice cut, and I got to imagine a nice read there by Evan Shank. And then a nice cut by Spencer Nye to cut that up in for the Missiles touchdown. Like I said, different look there for the Missiles. Took them more than one play, but they still find the end zone in the end.
30s to 6 as we go for the 2-point conversion.
Missiles also throwing a lot of different looks here at the Thunder with different people taking the snap.
Shank Drops back to pass to Limgood, and that's intercepted there by number 5, Cropper. Nicely done there. 1:54 to go here in this first quarter. Milledgeville 30, West Carroll 6. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. The Missiles lead 30-6, 1:54 to go. And the 30 points matches what West Carroll's given up all year, Kurt.
Missiles offense shining tonight, and their defense, a couple stops there so far, but the offense shining here on a team that hadn't given up many points all year long.
Cropper, tackled by Raiden Arrett.
Yeah, Cropper once again.
Or no, Benny Mickelson, excuse me. And Paulie in there as well. So see if the Thunder can answer back here. Kurt Eubanks listening. We had, who else has checked in here? Brad Smith. He said we could use a little rain. I think the only green grass in Carroll County is
right
here
now.
at Floyd Dobb Field.
Right here. And it takes just a little bit of water, right?
Oh,
to keep
my
it green,
goodness.
just a little bit. That thing's never
Harrington
running.
going to air it out, looking for LeBourne. Nothing there, and here comes the flag.
Oh.
Shank running side by side with LeBourne.
A little bit of contact there at the end there by Shank.
That's what West Carroll might be forced to do, is just start chucking the ball here, Kurt.
Chuck the ball deep down the field and hope for a pass interference call.
1:42 to go here in this opening quarter. Be the second penalty here on the Missiles.
15-yard penalty against the Missiles. That'll make it 1st and 10 for the Thunder.
So be into Missile territory. 1:42 to go in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 30, West Carroll 6. Back comes Harrington and the Thunder. Going to go 2 to the left.
That's what
Riker
happened.
and Buckholtz.
Not having that 5th official tonight does come into a little bit of play there, because that call's got to come in clear back here by a line judge.
Cropper going to air it out, looking for
again.
Buckholtz, and it's through the hands of Buckholtz. Great coverage, though, by Johnson. But Harrington threw a strike there, Kurt.
That was a nice ball that landed right there in the arms of Buckholtz there by Harrington. Had a chance that he put that ball where it had to be.
Yes,
that
it was going to be a tough, with Johnson right there, it was going to be tough for him to see the ball.
That's a tough catch in traffic. He was pretty much trying to catch a ball blind there, but for Harrington here to drop this ball right into the hands and the arms of Buckholtz. If you look at this ball here, that falls right over top of Johnson's shoulder somehow. Yeah, tough catch there, because he can't see it all. Johnson's right there. You got to just kind of hope that lands right in the right spot and you feel it in enough time to make a catch there.
2nd down and 10. Harrington, is he back there taking, or is that somebody? Is that Buckholtz in there?
Going to the snap. Buckholtz is going to take the snap here.
Buckholtz takes it off the right side. Tripped up there by 9. Gain of about 4.
Gain of 4. To be 3rd down and 6 from the 44.
Francis subs in for Proman Schinkel. 3rd down and 6. Ball on the Missile 44-yard line. 1:20 and counting here in this opening quarter of play. Wanted to say half.
Yeah. We're no stranger to the long halves and quarters here in Milledgeville.
So Kurt Quackburner listening. Appreciate you, Kurt. We got a special birthday announcement today, too, we'll have later on in the show.
Ooh.
Some guy turned 50 today. As Harrington going to pitch it out there to Cropper. Cropper's going to be
dropped down there by Carter Livingood.
Loss of 4.
Everybody here wants the horse collar.
4th down and 10 now.
Now 4th down and 10 from the 48.
So they do not have to run another play if they choose to. 4th down and 10. The play clock is at 30 seconds, game clock at 28. Assuming the Thunder will go for it here. 4th and 10, ball on the Missile 48-yard line. Get your ball under one of your playmakers. LeBourne's, Buckholtz, Hain here. Harrington shotgun formation. Riker and Buckholtz to the left. Cropper and LeBourne to the right. Harrington drops back to pass. Going to be pressure. Going to take off for it. And he's going to be short. Saber brings him down after a gain of 5. And that's not going to get it done for the Thunder. And the Missiles will turn them over on downs at their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, nice job there by Caleb Sarber.
So gain of 4 on that play for Harrington. Saber with a good open field tackle. Kurt, you talked all the time about open field tackle and 8-man.
Yeah, that's what was needed there. It was Harrington there versus Sarber, and Sarber broke down nicely and made the tackle, brought him down before he could cross the yardage marker that he needed to.
Francis, double tight end set. Nye and Shank in the backfield, blown up there nicely. Is that number 6 there?
Yeah, Aiden Lair.
Lair blew that play up nicely there for the Thunder.
In fast. That's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Be a loss of about 4. So after 1, Milledgeville 30, West Carroll 6. We'll be back on your Sports Theater WCCI after the 60-second timeout. Welcome back here. For 2nd and 9 here. Francis going to roll out. Going to be pressure there and pushed out of bounds there by 34.
Cohen Good there.
Cohen Good.
Pressured again there by Aiden Lair. Breaking through the line almost immediately. Thunder showing some aggressiveness here. Being a little more aggressive than they have the first few drives for the Missiles.
No gain there for Francis. 3rd down and 9. Ball on their own 45-yard line. Thunder trying to make a stop here. You had some pronunciations, but I thought we're doing them right.
Yeah, so we apologize.
Badimlia.
It's Riker Badimlia. Riker Badimlia, so we apologize for missing that a couple times.
And Barragon is the other one. Going to throw it out to Nye. Nye can't come away with it. Pass ball's incomplete.
Pass.
Good coverage out there by Buckholtz, 52.
Thunder not fooled by that little screen to the outside there at all.
Francis's first incompletion of the game, and looks like I would guess the Missiles will have to punt for the first time tonight here, Kurt. Leading 30-6, 11:49 to go here in this opening half of play.
We're going to maybe trust our offense here and just go for it. Or I guess you're trusting your defense in a sense. Kyson does now back up. Thunder run their person up as Kyson backs up.
Francis does. Punt it away. LeBourne going to inside his 30. Ball's going to bounce inside his 20. Great punt there by Francis. Pin them inside their 20, about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, at first when it looked like we were going for it, I thought, our defense has been playing pretty well, but why put them inside your territory already if you don't have to? Good punt there by Kyson Francis to pin them down inside their 20-yard line.
So see if the Thunder can answer back here. Trailing 30-6 after they stopped the Missiles for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 for the Thunder. Ball on their own 18-yard line. Looks like Buckholtz going to take this snap, Kurt, out of the Wildcat. Or no, excuse me, Harrington is under center.
Harrington is under center
Couldn't
right
see him
now.
behind the guard
Yeah.
there. Mix and Buchholz in the backfield. On a pitch it to Buchholz. Buchholz off the left side. It's through one tackle, running hard there across the 25. Good gainer there. Gains about 7, maybe 8 yards.
Yeah, Buchholz here, there's fire behind his runs. There's some energy behind his runs. There's some power behind his runs. He's a tough guy to bring down.
Yes, he's an impressive back for sure.
Yeah.
Mix won a great lead blocker in there
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, that helps when you have somebody like Mix up in front of you to lead your way. And then good blocking up front by the Thunder on that one.
2nd down and 1. Ball on their own 27-yard line. 11:34 to go in this opening half. Buchholz takes a Wildcat play off the right. Going to have a first down.
Yeah.
Across the 35, up near the 39.
Thunder first down
Or
here.
up 34, that is. About 7 more yards for Buchholz.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Thunder. They have the ball on their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Thunder. Ball on their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, Thunder here have shown flashes of moving the ball, able to punch one drive home. Otherwise, it's just kind of been little mistakes here and there. And good plays by the Missiles, but they've proven that they can drive the ball.
Buchholz. Wildcat formation. Mix and good in the backfield with him. Buchholz off the right side, weaving in and out of traffic, and boy, he almost gets broke free.
Yeah.
Man, he was inches away. Shank is going to end up getting him down.
Say, Shank grabbed an ankle there about 7 yards away from where Buchholz finally ended up falling. He was a high step away there from staying on his feet and probably scoring a touchdown there for the Thunder.
Gain of 14. Buchholz starting to get things going here, but he's going to come off for water here at the moment. 1st and 10 for the Thunder.
Good toss to the water bottle there by Buchholz.
Box operator. Come on, Jared. You're better than that
Yeah.
over there. There you go. It's 1st and 10 for the Thunder. Ball on their own 49-yard line. 10:30 to go here in quarter number 2. Harrington under center. I formation behind him. I believe that's Cropper in the backfield. Cropper's going to take off the left. He's going to be met in the backfield nicely by Mickelson. Loss of 1.
Yeah, Mickelson and Spencer Nye in there on the tackle. That time the Missiles get a little bit of a push from their defensive line.
No gain in the play.
They move it up, down, just a loss of about a half a yard. Looks like
Yeah.
Buchholz going to come back in as well as good. One thing the Thunder do have more depth than the Missiles as this game wears on.
Yeah, they run a lot of people in and out. That was something I talked about with Coach Roble is switching of plays. They are able to run quite a few people in and out, a little bit more than the Missiles are able to. 9 seconds left here on the play clock for the Thunder.
2nd down and 10. Harrington under center. Hand it to Buchholz. Buchholz
Stood up there that time.
going to gain 1. Bring up 2nd down and 9. Who was on the stop there? Ray
We had
Horn?
Ray Horn in on the tackle, Saber in on the tackle, Caleb Sarber, and Jaden Promshank was in there. Evan Shank also came up and delivered the hit that kind of stood up Buchholz to limit him to that 1 yard gain there.
Buchholz getting up a little bit slower.
Yeah.
He is a tough kid to bring down.
Down and 9. The ball's on the
Has,
And it's not just one Missile been doing it. It's
No.
been 3 to 4 getting hits on him every time he carries the ball.
can say that Evan had a pretty lucky grab of the feet there on the one
Yes.
recently in this drive that brought him down. Otherwise, it has taken a host or a flight of missiles to bring him down.
He does have breakaway speed if he can get loose. Buchholz, pistol formation, gonna hand it to Mix. Mix cut down there by Saber after a gain of 1 more, maybe 2. Ball on the 48. So going to be 4th and 7 now for the Thunder. 8:40 to go here in this opening half. Missiles lead 30-6. Big play here for the Thunder to try to keep a drive alive. You got to go air it out here, Kurt.
You either have to air this out or get the ball in the hands of Buchholz here in some space, put the ball in the hands of what appears to be your best athlete.
You know, double tight end set. Buchholz is going to take it out of the Wildcat. He's going to look to his right, and he's going to be pressured and lost in the backfield. That'll, I believe, go down as a sack, because I think that was going to be a pass, but Living Good blew it up.
Yeah, living good there. Spencer Nye finding himself on the line a lot. Missiles going with the 4-man line a lot tonight. So maybe he's found his new Bash brother there if we can put those two on the line. Bash brothers that are also cousins.
All the way back to the Thunder 46. So the Missiles get another defensive stop. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Thunder 46-yard line.
Yeah, not only a 4th down stop there for the Missiles, they moved the ball into the Thunder territory, taking over here. But the defense of the Thunder did stymie this Missiles offense on their last drive.
1st and 10, I formation, Francis. Now they do all kinds of changes. Now Living Good's going to move to the quarterback. Going to hand it to Shank. Shank off the right side. Shank makes one man miss. Lowers his head. Nice gainer there. Brought down by LeBourne.
Yeah, I do like the looks of what maybe the Missiles are setting up there with that play. A lot of shifting going on, possibly confusing there to the Thunder defense, but I think we have another option there on that play if we do see that again.
Coach Grenoble is deep into that Texas Roadhouse menu tonight, Curtis.
We are well past the rolls tonight.
Second down and 4. Ball on the Thunder 40-yard line.
Might even be on some hidden menu items.
Oop, and they're trying to time it up was Mix. No, this time Rayhorn didn't snap it either.
Good job by Rayhorn to not snap the ball that time.
Second penalty on the Thunder. Each team now with 2 penalties. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Thunder 35-yard line. .7:25 and counting. We'll get some score updates as well as we go along. Double tight end set. Francis under center. Shank and Nye in the backfield. Hand it to Nye. Nye right up the gut. Be another good gainer there. LeBourne on another stop, but not till he got 8, 9 more, Kurt.
Yeah, straight up the gut there for Spencer Nye. Looks about an 8-yard gain there. Used to call that play like an old 24 or 26 lead there.
I thought.
Just open up your stance there as the quarterback, either the right or the left. Run it right up the gut.
2nd down and 2. 6:43 and counting. Second quarter. Quick hitter to Nye. Nye right up the gut again. Tackled there by Buckholtz, but another nice gainer.
Yeah, same play other side that time. Kais Francis just opens up the other way for the inside handoff.
27. Gain of 10 more there for Spencer Nye. First, I thought someone said that Hernandez was here tonight, Kurt, but it turns out it was just a donkey up on the hill.
Oh, just a donkey on the hill. He was that. I thought maybe he was here. He was interested in meeting the donkey.
He was excited when he heard there was one, but it was
I'm
not
surprised
Hernandez,
if
just
a donkey can't get Hernandez at the game. I don't know what it's going to be.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Thunder 17-yard line.
That was odd.
Going to be false start on the Missiles. Their 3rd.
Umpire here even throws his flag just to get in on the action. Spencer Nye nicely picks it up for him.
Where in the world is Tom Neubauer checking in? He said he should be in London for the game, but he's got to do the ag reporting. His weekly ag report that Neubauer gives. Appreciate Tom listening. 1st and 15 for the Missiles. Ball back on the Thunder 22-yard line. Francis once again under center. Nye and Shank in the backfield. Francis going to drop back to pass. Going to roll to his right. Going to throw it out, and pass falls incomplete.
Yeah. Nobody out there for Francis that time. I think he only had one option there, though, kind of, in Johnson, and he was well covered by a couple people there in our end zone.
2nd down and 15. Let me check the feed here lately. Melissa Adolph, did you get that one already from Indianapolis?
I did not. Say, feed seems to be good, but we got people kind of checking in from all over the place. Normal, Illinois. 1968 alumni Bill Matthews enjoying the game. Thank you.
Chris and Charlie checked in.
Are watching, yeah. I believe I saw a Hector sighting watching from Cancun.
Living Good going to take this snap. Living Good going to air it out. He's got Spencer Nye. Spencer Nye puts his hand down and scores. Spencer Nye hits the circle button.
Yeah.
And the Missiles score again. Living Good to Nye for a Missile touchdown, 22 yards.
Yeah, Spencer Nye puts down the old kickstand there to stay alive and spins out of it. Hello there to Alex Chafee. He's had a lot of comments on there. He's officially checked in now.
5:40 to go. Missiles lead 36-6.
I got to imagine the whole Roble family is here, but a shout out to Cohen Roble. He saved my life with some utensils here for our food that we got from the mill wheel this week.
The whole Roble clan was here tonight.
Yeah. So thank you, the Cohen, for running a little errand there, getting us a knife and some forks.
Francis going to try to run this one right up the middle, and he is in.
Took a good shot there.
2-point conversion, good. Mix just here that hit him at the goal line, but Francis gets in. 5:40 to go here in this opening half of play. Milledgeville 38, West Carroll Thunder 6. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader WCCI. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. A little bit of a surprise here, Kurt. This 38-6 score. The Missiles strike early, just hit the Thunder early here, and they haven't been able to recover yet so far of the Thunder. They've done some good things on offense, but some little mistakes. The Missiles have capitalized on everything.
Yeah, I just don't think you can make mistakes against this Missile team. They're not going to allow that.
Oh, nicely
covered there.
Who is that up there?
That was a hard-kicked ball there. That's a guy with a clean jersey. You got to imagine. It's
freshman Lucas Touts. Yeah. Great recovery on that bullet.
Great onside recovery. That hit him in the chest. Good hands there by Lucas Touts. Just a freshman right in that front line.
First and 10 for the Thunder. Ball on their own 47-yard line. Russ Gilroy's checked in. The top 5 electrician is watching as well.
It's always nice to hear.
We'll say hi to Trayton. Don't really want to say anything to Chad.
Jaden Bromschenkel in on that tackle. That ball went to Buckholz. Again, that guy is a load to bring down. And Jaden met him there, and Jaden fell backwards. Buckholz went forwards, but Jaden able to bring him down there for a gain of about 4.
Ball right at midfield on the beautiful turf here at Floyd Dobb Field.
Yeah.
I said that if you were looking from Google Maps, it's like I said, it's got to be the only green grass in the county.
I have a little patch in my yard that is still green.
That gets some shade?
Yeah.
On the north side of the house, evidently.
Yep.
Or under a tree. Buckholz again on the carry, driving those legs, pulling defenders.
Yeah.
Going to gain about 3.
Again, takes more than one missile to bring Buckholz there down. Benny Mickelson was in on that. Carter Livingood in there.
Takes the ball down to the 46-yard line. Now third down.
Even about 4 on that play.
3.
Third down and 3. These are the down and distance you want to be in if you're West Carroll here, Kurt.
Yeah, these are manageable distances here for the Thunder. Got to imagine they're going to just feed the ball here. The Buckholz again.
Mix and Buckholz in the backfield behind Harrington. Harrington's going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw it to LeBourne. Overshoots him.
That time Mix and Buckholz showing off a different aspect of their game. They both did a nice job picking up blitzes there. Could have spelled danger for Harrington there at quarterback position, but he still had to get it off quick because I think we had Livingood on one side and Nye on the other flying in there.
Yeah, they did a great job picking up that blitz, gave their quarterback time, but he couldn't convert to LeBourne. 4th and 3, Thunder going ball on the Missiles 46-yard line. Harrington under center. He's going to pitch it out to Buckholz. Buckholz going to have the first down, pushing over defenders on the sideline here. Inside the 35, tackled by Promenschenkel.
Yeah, another physical run there by Buckholz. A little slow getting up. He took some shots there, but he also delivered some himself Some nice athletic moves here down on the Thunder sideline as well. Does
Gain-
pick up a first down.
Gain of about 12 there for Buckholz. He got Livingood, I thought was going to get the tackle, but couldn't get his hands on him. Buckholz,
Yeah.
like I said, you're not going to get him down with one arm, that's for sure.
No, you got to square this kid up and wrap him up and then hope a couple other of your players come in and clean up the play.
Best drive for the Thunder here since their opening possession of the game. 1st and 10 for the Thunder, ball on the Missile 34-yard line. Harrington, under center, double tight end set. Mix and Buckholz in the backfield. Going to be to Buckholz. Tackled by Nye and Rayhorn. Gain of 1.
Tackled by Spencer Nye and Ian Rayhorn.
Yeah, Buckholz running hard here, but he kind of gets up slower and slower each play. If you've talked to other coaches that have played the Missiles, first thing they'll tell you is they hit you. They're probably the most physical team in 8-man right now. And if you can't hold up to that, you're going to have a tough time handling the Missiles on offense and defense.
2nd down and 9. 3 minutes to go here in this first half. Harrington under center. Good and Buckholz in the backfield. Harrington going to drop back to pass. He's got a wide open. Good is inside the 30, and he's off to the races, and he's going to take it in for a touchdown. Good got loose out of the backfield, and the Thunder get a touchdown here.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there in the secondary for the Missiles. Didn't quite see what happened. I was watching the mess in the middle. It's another situation here, though, where these Buckholz does a nice job staying in and picking up a little bit of the pressure there. Good, able to slip out of the backfield. Nobody sees him. Not sure whose responsibility that was, but he's left wide open, and he's able to turn it up the Thunder sideline here.
Harrington good to good. 33 yards for a Thunder touchdown. They now try the 2-point conversion, trailing 38-12. 2:50 to go here in this first half. Buckholz going to take the snap out of the Wildcat formation. He's going to try to push it right up the middle. And he is in. 2-point conversion good. 2:50 to go here in this first half. Milledgeville 38, West Carroll 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back. Franklin Seahawks set to kick off for the Thunder here. A big score here for the Thunder. Now if they can get a stop here before half court, they can get the ball to start the third quarter.
They're going to get the ball to start the second half here. This game not out of hand necessarily, not fully controlled here by the Missiles. The Thunder do have to get a stop here going into half. Trying a little onside kick with a nice bounce.
Nicely played by
Nice grab there
Ebersol.
by Wyatt Ebersol.
Missiles will have it 1st and 10 at their own 40. Yeah, the Thunder aren't going to quit. You can guarantee that.
No, they're going to keep
38-14.
playing. This is a big defensive stand for them, though. They got to prove that there's a reason that they've shut out pretty much everybody they've played.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 40-yard line. Francis under center. Nye and Shank in the backfield. Hand it to Shank. Shank off the left side. Turning something into nothing there, and he's going to have a gain of about 5.
Shank able to shed some early tackles there. Hopped over somebody, a little hop, skip, and a jump forward for a gain of 5 yards.
2:30 to go here. Missiles will have to pick up the pace here a little bit as the clock winds down here in this first half. Missiles leading 38-14. Mickelson and Johnson and ends. Nye and Shank in the backfield behind Francis. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, I think it's going to go against the defense first. Yep.
I'm going to say that they were in the neutral zone first,
So I think they were in
that
the
should
neutral
result in
zone
a
first.
first down.
Neutral zone infraction first that caused Johnson to go.
Puts the ball on the 50-yard line.
So just the third penalty here on the Thunder as well. Each team now with 3 penalties.
It's be a first down for the Missiles at their 50-yard line.
1st and 10. The clock winds with 2:12 to go here. Ball right at midfield. Francis under center. He's going to hand it to 9. 9 going to gain about 3, maybe 4,
Yeah.
3.5.
Another inside handoff there, brought down by Cohen Good.
Gain a 3.
I think Aiden Buckholt's also in on that tackle. Gain of 3 for Spencer Nye.
Now Missiles going no huddle. Francis under center. Francis going to hand it once again to 9.
Yeah.
9 breaking tackles, going to be about a yard short.
Again brought down by Cohen Good there, but
Going to have enough for the
say
first
enough
down.
for
Give
a
him
first
7.
time there.
On the play, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball just inside the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball inside the 40.
Riker Badimula was also in on that tackle.
So down to 1:20 to go. I believe Missiles do have all 3 timeouts left, Kurt.
Yep.
Now they're splitting it out. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Francis takes a snap. Looking left. Gonna air it out to Johnson, and that one's overthrown, and there
Yep.
comes a flag.
Yeah, a lot of contact there by number 3. Roger LeBourne got into Johnson there.
Johnson did a good job running into that contact as well, Kurt.
A little bit of unnecessary contact, but also very, very well played there by Connor Johnson. That ball was uncatchable, I would say. I don't know if there was a mix-up on the routes there.
Very similar to the one the Thunder got the call on.
Yep.
The same, there was some contact, it was not a lot. Not sure either ball was catchable, but both drew flags. So
The uncatchable ball thing in high school, though, is not a thing.
correct,
So
correct.
sometimes really the plan is just throw it deep down the field and hope there's some contact.
So it should be 1st and 10, about the 25-yard line, if my math is correct here, Kurt. .102 to go.
Yeah, when that ball's nicely on a yard line like it was on the 40, I've never totally understood. I mean, I get it that they have to come back and actually walk it off, but you'd think you'd just be able to move it up 5 lines, or 3 lines, sorry.
Waiting to get things set here. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Thunder 25-yard line. Missiles leading 38-14, trying to punch another one in before half.
Another big shift here by the Missiles.
Living Good now goes to the Wildcat quarterback. Living Good gonna take it to Francis. Francis gonna air it deep to Johnson, and Johnson's got it! Is he in? He is for a Missile touchdown! Living Good to Johnson. Living Good has his 2nd touchdown pass of the night.
Yeah, on that play, actually, Living Good shifts to the quarterback position. Kyson Francis goes to, and Kyson Francis comes around off the toss and ends up making that pass to Johnson.
So Johnson likes playing the Thunder, Kurt. He had Johnny, what did you just do last year?
Yeah.
The one-handed catch.
Yeah, highlight reel plays.
As Coach Granola's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with him. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back. Sorry, we just missed the 2-point conversion there as Spencer and I escorted in there by Living Good Curtis. He had a block 10 yards deep into the end zone.
Living Good blocking 10 yards deep in the end zone, pushing the guy back. Evan Shank kind of cleared off the edge there. Spencer Nye on the 2-point conversion, able to just kind of walk in there for the Missiles.
We'll just keep it right here as we're nearing the halftime break here.
Less than a minute remains.
The Missiles get a big answer after the Thunder crawled back within 38-14. The Missiles.
I got some current scores here from Brian Simpson if you want me to hit some
go
of
ahead.
them. We got Fulton 41 over Dakota 0. Dixon up over Stillman Valley 14-0. Polo is topping Orangeville 32-0. River Ridge topping AFC 22-6. Erie Prophetstown over Riverdale 29-14. DuPec up over Byron 14-12. That one appears to be living up to its hype, but DuPec showing that it might be their year.
Wowzer. Playing with Byron. That's unbelievable.
DuPec,
that long way to go, but that's.
DuPec trying to make a statement. They're no
they
longer going
lost
to be an
a
NUIC
ton from last year's team of talent, but they have really built that program well up there, DuPec.
Yeah, no longer going to be an NUIC team next year. They're
Not
trying
for football
to
anyway.
have
Correct.
some proving ground there for football.
But I'm not sure the Big Northern is going to be any tougher. Ball's loose, and I think the Missiles are going to have it on the sideline. Is that Shank that came away with it?
That's number 1. Evan Shank comes away with that ball. Didn't quite see who was out there for the Thunder on that one. Couldn't quite handle it.
Now, how aggressive are you as the Missiles with 2 timeouts? Got to go 53 yards.
I mean, the Missiles are going to try and put this one into the end zone here. I don't think there's any doubt. We didn't onside kick it just to take a knee or anything to go into the half with a lead. I think we want to go into the half putting up some points here.
Shotgun formation. Johnson and Mickelson to the left, Nye and Shank to the right. Now the officials are huddling up.
Missiles are ready, officials are not.
I'm not sure what's going on here. The officials are huddling up. We'll see.
Maybe a respotting of the ball kind of here? No?
Yep, I'm not sure. Well, not sure that this is going to rehuddle. Ball's going to stay where it's marked.
Nothing moved there. Just a meeting of the minds there between the officials.
I know the ball didn't go 10 yards, but it went off a West
touched.
Carroll player.
It was touched off of West Carroll players. Maybe that was the discussion, as whether the ball was touched or not.
So Missiles break the huddle. Francis, 2 to the left, 2 to the right.
Got 10 seconds here on their play clock. Can't do that.
Nope. Is Francis just going to run it? Might as well just run it out of bounds, Kyson. But 2 guys in motion there. Somebody not on the same page. Just I was confused from the start there, Kurt.
Yep. Say something not quite right there. They, even after rehuddling, the Missiles still had the rush up. Play clock counting down there. Probably snapped that ball eventually with less than 5 seconds remaining on the play clock, but then we had 2 people going in motion at the same time.
Turnovers. The Thunder had the 1 turnover and then the onside kick recovery.
Yep. Big plays were the early story of the game for the Missiles, taking their first play from scrimmage back, and then a punt return touchdown or a kick return touchdown, by Connor Johnson.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Nye goes in motion. Fakes the toss. Now it's going to be a double switch. Johnson's got some room out to this right here.
Cut it back up the middle.
Cutting. Going to be short of the first down. Cross. Timeout Missiles. So he's near the 46-yard line. He's got to get to the 43. So going to have a timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your Sports Leader WCCI. Second down and 3 for the Missiles. They now have 1 timeout remaining, I believe. Ball on the Thunder 46-yard line, 37 seconds on the clock. Francis shotgun formation, Johnson and Mickelson to the right, Shank and Nye to the left. They've switched sides this time. Right side of the field's the short side of the field this time. Francis drops back to pass. Going to be pressured. Got to throw that one, and good pressure there by Good. Pass falls incomplete.
Say pressure there up the middle by Cohen Good. Kyson couldn't quite get his feet set to get a good pass out there to Spencer Nye.
So third down and 4. This is one maybe you just run it here to try to gain the first down. That'll stop the clock.
Say stop the clock and then go for one here.
32 seconds remaining. And what has been another pretty long half of football.
Yeah. No, we don't get much reprieve in terms of how quick our halves go here. Missiles still have 1 timeout remaining. First down stops the clock here.
Francis drops back to pass. Going to throw it to Mickelson. Mickelson's got room. Mickelson crossed the 35.
Benny, nice job holding on to the ball there. That's going to be the first
there
down.
By Reichert.
That's going to stop the clock. Missiles should hustle out with a player. They're going to just take the timeout.
16 yards there to Mickelson. First and 10. The Missiles are going to take their final timeout. We'll take one more with them as well. 24 seconds remaining. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Final 24 seconds, Kurt. Missiles 30 yards away. Now you have to get a first down or get out of bounds to stop the clock here, Kurt.
Yeah, Missiles all out of timeouts. Ball placed firmly on the 30-yard line. They have 30 yards to go, 24.5 seconds to get there.
First and 10. Francis, shotgun snap. Looks left. Gonna air it out deep to Nye. Nye's got it, and he dives in for a Missile touchdown! Spencer Nye, the touchdown guy, with a diving catch right at the goal line, Kurt.
Yeah, that old, we used to call that the chair route, that down, out, and down, I guess you call it the chair route. Beautiful ball there by Kyson Francis. Spencer Nye had to put his horse wheels on a little bit there. Then a dive at the end to get it across the line for the Missiles. They go up 52-14 here on the Thunder.
They can make this a 40-point game with a conversion here, Kurt. 17 seconds remaining in this first half, 52-14. Francis under center, Nye and Johnson in the backfield. Pitch it to Nye. Nye off the right side. He's got the corner, and he's in. 2-point conversion, good. Good collision there in the corner there by Lair, but conversion no good. 17 seconds remaining in this first half. Missiles 54, West Carroll 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. The Missiles put up 54 points on this Thunder defense. A defense, Kurt, that come in averaging, just giving up 6 points a game in their first 5 games here, Kurt.
Yeah, this first half's going to make that average go up a little bit here for the Thunder. I just think, once again, the Missiles just kind of proving that they are the team to beat in 8-man. They are the elite right now, both offense and defense. They're going to bring it.
9 to tote up. I believe this will be a little bit deeper here. Yep, it will just pooch right in the middle of that return team by Laird. Going to return across his 30. It's out of one tackle, gets out of another tackle.
Right to his own
Laird,
guy.
35, 38. Nice return there by Laird. Oh, and that's going to be Pauly diving in late there. Something you can't do there.
Have that there. Can the Missiles, Benny Mickelson and Kyson Francis were already in on the tackle. Good run there by Laird on that return. He dodged a couple Missiles tacklers.
Coach Rowe not happy with that late penalty there either. Diving in on the pile late. Going to set the Thunder up with a couple cracks to throw it deep here, Kurt.
Yeah, Thunder got a chance here to, we got 10 seconds. Thunder hoping to bring this down under
so
the 40-point mark here.
46-yard line, 10 seconds remaining. I'm not sure if the Thunder have one timeout left. I know they've used at least two.
They've used at least two. I don't remember whether they ever burnt their third one or not. Missiles basically here in prevent defense. They got two up on the line, everybody else back.
Harrington shotgun formation. And
I go underneath.
Oh, boy, he's drilled there, was Living Good.
Living Good.
To LeBourne.
Living Good steps up and says, don't try and go underneath on me.
And that's, why is the clock stopped?
I don't know why the clock
Why'd
stopped.
the clock stop?
The clock should be going.
I don't know why the clock stopped. That should not have been.
Calling that an incomplete pass?
Pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it here for this first half of football. The Missiles lead 54-14 as Buchholz had a shot there. Tight coverage there by Johnson, and Shank was down there as well. Good sportsmanship by those two, talking it off here. And that's going to do it for the first half. Some confusion of why the clock stopped there. It was a completion.
I thought they called it complete. The only thing I could think is they called it incomplete. Otherwise, I don't really know why the clock stopped there.
So once again, your score here at the half, West Carroll trails Milledgeville 54-14. I'll go over the stats here first for the Thunder. Buchholz, the workhorse, he's 18 carries for 61 yards. Cropper, 3 carries for -2. Harrington, 1 carry for 4. Mix, 1 carry for 2 yards. Through the air, Harrington, 1 for 7 for 33 yards. That 33 yards was a touchdown pass, too good for 33 yards. And Buchholz is also 1 for 1 for 31 yards and a touchdown to LeBourne with his 1 touchdown catch. 4 penalties for the Thunder. 4 penalties for 30 yards in that first half. 2 turnovers were costly there, Kurt, for the Thunder. Now for the Missiles, we have Spencer Nye, 8 carries, 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. Johnson, 1 carry for 12. Shank, 4 carries for 17. Francis, 2 carries for no yards. Living Good, 2 carries for 10 yards. Through the air, Francis, 5 for 8, 115 yards and a touchdown, a 30-yard touchdown pass. Living Good, 2 for 2 for 47 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Johnson, 3 catches for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nye has 2 touchdowns for 83 yards, and Mickelson 1 catch for 86 yards. 5 penalties for 55 yards, but a really impressive first half for the Missiles here, Kurt, in this matchup of the Carroll County Clash.
Yeah, Carroll County Clash, first half pretty much all Milledgeville. They came out trying to prove a point, I think, there. That
homecoming king and queen.
There's a reason they're currently undefeated,
Kendra
and they intend to
Kingsby
stay that way.
and
it's going to
Connor
take something
Johnson.
special to come in and beat them. We got homecoming festivities going on outside right now on the football field, honoring of our attendance and our king and queen.
Yes, I guess we have to refer to it as King Connor.
Yeah, King Connor. We should have been saying that all game, I guess.
Maybe second half, Connor Johnson, Kendra Kingsby, the homecoming king and queen. And a great crowd on hand here at Floyd Field. Missile side, but the Thunder, I've heard that they travel well.
I'd say Thunder traveled very well. They were here pretty early. They traveled well. A lot of people roaming the sidelines here on both sides of the field tonight. That's good to see. If you've never been to a game at Floyd Field, it's one of the best spots in the area, if not the best spot in the area to take in a football game.
Yep, with a great first half, a great atmosphere, homecoming festivities all week here at Milledgeville High School. The Missiles played a great first half of football. They lead 54-14. So with that, we're going to take a halftime break, and we'll be back for the second half of the Missiles and Thunder right here on your sports leader, WCCI.
on the field. And we hit the field like all day light, all night light, on the blue light, offense light, defense light, this blood light, house call light, in the sound light, in the sound light, in the sound light.
Here, Coach Roble and Grenoble. Spencer Nye just going to run it right up the middle, and he gashes it. Spencer Nye's off to the races. Inside the 30, 20. Is anybody catch him? I don't think so. Touchdown. So here goes the kick, squib kick.
Squib kick again this time. Gets past Parker
Gonna
Saunders.
go to Johnson, about his 33, looking to cut it upfield. Makes
he's
one
got
man
the
miss,
broom.
and Johnny's off to the races. Johnny's got one guy to miss, and he gets by him, and Johnny's to the 30, 20, 10, 5, missile. Mix never had a shot to get that from Harrington. Now the missiles. Pistol formation. Francis, or Nye behind Francis. Johnson split all the way out to the left. Francis going to drop back to pass. Going to air it out deep for Johnson. Johnson gets behind his man, and he strikes a touchdown. First and 10. Francis, shotgun snap. Looks left. Going to air it out deep to Nye. Nye's got it, and he dives in for a missile touchdown. Spencer. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. The missiles just kicked off here to start the second half. Recovered, it's a little onside kick, recovered by Touts and the Thunder. Harrington's going to pitch it to Buckholtz. Buckholtz going to carry it for a gain of 3, maybe 4. Good hard run once again, maybe
Buckholtz
5.
A little rejuvenated there. Hard run there. This is exactly what we don't want here. Seems to already be starting here. Two competitive teams, close-knit schools, all from the same area. Don't need anybody getting chippy, doing anything.
Yeah, the sportsmanship has been pretty good between the two teams, helping each other up, pats on the back, but let's hope it stays that way. Two teams with high hopes yet for the rest of the season here. Harrington once again going to hand to Buckholtz. Buckholtz gets out of one tackle, but tripped up there by Spencer Nye. Loss of 1 on the play for Buckholtz.
Buckholtz was able to shed Carter Livingood that time that not many people say they can, but then he was cleaned up nicely there by Spencer Nye. Buckholtz going to saunter to the sideline here after that play, take a little break.
Third down and 7 now. It's 10-20. Will be a running clock. Missiles lead by 40 at the half, so running clock will be in motion the whole second half.
Yep. Say nothing changes there, even if the Thunder do punch one across, it will be running clock.
Harrington gonna pitch it outside to Cropper. Cropper gonna be met there. Promenshinkle's over there, flying to the ball as the fly to missiles there. Shank there as well. Loss of 1 more.
Loss on the play of
1 gonna be fourth and 8.
It's now 4th down and 8 from the 50-yard line.
Oh, 4th and 8 from the 50.
Yeah, West Carroll calls out punt team here on the sidelines. We could hear him calling out punt.
Coach S calling the punt team out. It's Mix, I believe. Is that Mix still back to punt? I believe it is. Heard from our vantage point here in the booth.
Yeah.
Nye back deep for the Missiles. Blocked by Livingston. Livingston might have a chance for a scoop and score. Livingston's going to be tackled there by Mix. Livingston with a block and recovers inside the 25-yard line of the Thunder. It took him just a second to locate the ball, Kurt.
Yeah, I don't think he knew where that one went after it hit him, and it hit him hard, and that flew a ways off the block here. If you watch on the replay on YouTube, does a nice job slipping inside to get to that ball. Didn't quite know where it went at first. It shot back about 20, 25 yards. He got the scoop part down, couldn't quite get the score. But the Missiles take over here on, where are they at here? Their own 24?
Yes, ball on the 24-yard line of the Thunder. 1st and 10, 8:39 and counting in this third quarter. Missiles lead 54-14. Francis with Nye and Shank in the backfield. Gonna hand it to Shank. Shank off the right side. No gain, maybe a loss of 1.
Buck Holtz and Cohen Good in there on the tackle for the Thunder. Flying to the ball that time. No gain for Evan Shank. Maybe even a little bit of a loss of a half yard there or so.
Second down and 11 from the 25-yard line. So under 8 minutes to go. I have to go quickly to the line on the Missiles. Under 10 seconds on the play clock. Francis. I formation behind him. Oh, gonna have Missiles. Johnson goes too early there, I believe.
Yeah, second time Johnson caught leaving early there.
So second down and 16 now.
Kyson Francis brings the play in from the sidelines after the penalty there. Second down 16 for the Missiles.
We'll check area scoreboards as well, or if anybody's listening has scores you can send us. Hit us up on the YouTube stream, on our Facebook pages, or if you have me and Kurt's mobile number. Francis under center, gonna hand it to Nye. Nye off the left side. Nye's got room to run. 20 makes a cut. There's your Bourbon, Kurt.
Yeah. I've been missing it tonight, but a little whoop there action for Spencer Nye.
Nye goes 30 yards for a touchdown, and we got a flag here on the sideline. Might be, I'm not sure what it's on, but Spencer Nye, the touchdown guy, goes 30 yards for a Missile touchdown. He's up over 100 yards.
Yeah, good vision on the field that time by Spencer Nye. Maybe moving things back here, though, able to cut that one up, middle of the field, wide open. Officials
So are they
speak
going to
with
wipe
Coach
off the
S.
touchdown? I thought it was after the touchdown. But
yeah, I thought the way the look of things went here, I thought maybe we had some kind of personal foul penalty called over here on the sideline.
Personal fouls both ways, wipes off the touchdown run.
Exactly what we talked here, though. Both these teams just play the game.
So wipe off the Spencer Nye 30-yard touchdown run. That was one I thought was well after the play. They could have called that one. So redo the down. Second down and 16. Official finally gets his flag picked up as we will be resuming action. Start the clock, 6:30 to go. Touchdown wiped off the board, offsetting personal foul penalties. Just two kids blocking each other towards the sideline there. Francis shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Gonna throw it to Nye. Nye's wide open, but he overshot him. Pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, Spencer Nye had absolutely nobody over there on him. West Carroll kind of brought the house there. That ball's thrown.
That's one Francis doesn't miss usually.
Thrown anywhere near Spencer, he walks in for a touchdown, but just
a little bit of
pressure in his face there. Couldn't quite possibly see or step up. He could have threw that ball about 10 yards behind
Yes.
Spencer, and Spencer probably could have came back and got it.
He should have put a little more air under it.
Yeah.
3rd down and 16 for the Missiles. Ball on the Thunder 30-yard line. 5:40 to go here in this third quarter. Missiles lead 54-14. And I hand it to 9. He's wrapped up in the backfield there.
The ball carrier tackled by Aiden Lair.
Aiden Lair with the loss of 1 on the play there. Be 4th and long for the
4th and
Missiles
long
here.
now for the Missiles. Missiles, again, another play where they just never seem to, like, quite get set. A little confusion on the lineup there. Missiles don't run necessarily a lot of people at teams, but they can move a lot of people around, so it's a possible just situation where somebody that's maybe usually a back that's split out at an end, or usually an end up as a back, just doesn't quite know where they're supposed to be on the field.
So 4th down and 16. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Francis shotgun formation. See if the Thunder can get a stop here. Francis going to throw it to Shank. Shank gets it across, and Shank gets hit there by Buckholz. Shank walks it off, but they're going to be complete, but well short of the sticks. Going to gain about
For the Thunder, they had a ball on their own 27-yard line.
about 4 on that play there.
A little crossing route there by Shank, sniffed out there by the Thunder. Nice hit laid in there by Aiden Buckholz.
So 1st down and 10. The Thunder get a defensive stop here.
I do sometimes think, though, if we're going to call that on like punts and kickoffs an illegal hit, that
Officials timeout.
that should maybe be an illegal tackle as well. But that's a football play there by Buckholz.
As the officials, I think, are going to get captains here together to start cleaning it up here a little bit. Living Good, Riker, Bademlia out there to talk things over. 3:59 to go in the ball game. The Thunder get a stop after the Missiles had a touchdown wiped off the board there, but they lead 54-14. We'll get checked from scoring. It was Stockton 22, Galena 6. Galena hanging tough with the Blackhawks. That's end of the 3rd. Amboy was leading, I believe, 60-0. That was the wrong score. We got Polo was up on top of Orangeville, 46-0. Looking for the EPC game here. Here we go. For EPC all over Forston. Big game here for the Wildcats. They lead 44-16 with 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Wow.
And update from Dupec was still going to be a carry to.
That's Buckholz out of the Wildcat there again for the Thunder. Another flag comes in here after the play, so apparently that official talk did very little.
Buckholz with a gain of 4 on that play, or 3 yards for Buckholz. Up to 22 carries already, Kurt. But Byron has pulled away from Dupec.
Another 15-yard penalty here, though, by the Missiles on the face mask.
Byron 34, Dupec 14.
Ooh, Byron turned it on there a little bit, huh?
Yep, Byron, you poke the bear, Kurt.
Yeah.
That's what, so 1st and 10 for the Thunder after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 for the Thunder, ball on their own 45-yard line. Under 3 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Harrington under center, gonna pitch it to Buckholz. Buckholz off the left side, gonna be tackled there by Saber. Gain of 4. .23 carries, 70 yards unofficially for Buckholz. So 2nd down and 6 for the Thunder. Ball on their own 49-yard line. Harrington under center. Good in the backfield with Harrington. Going to air it out to.
He has
Got
Riker.
it complete to
Dimley
Riker.
out there.
Shank on the stop. Bademlia on the catch, takes it from the 49 down to inside the 40.
It's going to be first and 10 now for the Thunder from the Milledgeville
About
38.
13 yards there, Harrington.
Yeah, nice job there by Harrington. He had pressure in his face. Found Bademlia there for the first down for the Thunder.
First and 10 for the Thunder, ball on the Missiles 38-yard line. Harrington under center. Mix and Buckholz in the backfield. Buckholz makes one man miss, and now he's off to the races. Buckholz 30, inside the 20, 10, 5, and he's in for a Thunder touchdown. Buckholz goes 38 yards off the right side. Now Thunder are back on the board here at 54-20.
Yeah, Aiden Buckholz there showing his speed and athleticism and power there on that play alone. Just cuts it up. Takes the middle handoff there, cuts it up to the right side. Connor Johnson can't quite run him down. Touchdown for the Thunder, making this score 54-20 now here with 1:02 left in the third quarter. Clock does stop on scores.
Buckholz going to try out of the Wildcat formation. Just going to probably power right up the middle. Going to be stopped short there.
Time there by Carter Livingood.
Livingood stops him short. 1:02 to go in this third quarter. Milledgeville 54, West Carroll 20. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader WCCI. See how ready to tow it up here for the Thunder for the Buckholz 38-yard touchdown run. Over 100 yards on the ball game now, unofficially, getting 24 carries, 108 yards, hard-earned yards.
Yeah,
there
he's been
by
a
the junior.
workhorse there for the Thunder as Buckholz. A lot of carries, a lot of opportunities, a lot of hard yards there by Aiden Buckholz.
You might need an ice bath tonight.
Yeah.
Nice recovery there by Ebersole.
Kick is covered up by Wyatt Emerson. Will be first and 10 for the Missiles from their own 42.
First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 42-yard line. Should have to run one more play in this third quarter. Pending a touchdown or something. Corey Deal said the field looks great. He was here in person for the first half. But the big birthday shout out to Jeremy Deal.
Yeah.
50 years. Young. And 30 years at the school district. Yes,
30 years at the school. Impressive. Shows up every day, does his job.
Model employee.
Yeah.
Just shows up to work.
9 to carry.
Not sure who got that carry, but he was met for no gain. That was Nye.
I've always liked, since I've worked here, that Jeremy knows everything about the sports teams, what's going on, how your game went the night before, whether it was an away game or a home game.
Gain of 1 for Spencer Nyby. Second 9 after 3. Milledgeville 54, West Carroll 20. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader WCCI. Welcome back here on your Switzer WCCI. Mix on a nice stop there, stopping Johnson for no gain on that play.
Race Mix coming up and making a nice tackle there on Connor Johnson.
As Coach West Carroll's gonna take a timeout. So with that, we'll just check some scores here. As it's 54-20, 11:40 to go in this one. Let's see, AFC River Ridge, I don't have that. Amboy was still 68-0, that was the final. We had Forston, Byron Dupec, no update there. Like I said, next week the Missiles will be back home once again against the Orangeville Broncos next Friday night. The Thunder will return back to Mount Carroll, their new facility there. They will host AFC. So the Thunder still have AFC and South Beloit. That's the game I want to get a score on here if we can.
Yeah.
Anybody knows the South Beloit Alden Hebron score?
Quick shout out here once again, though, to the Mill Wheel Tavern here in Milledgeville for feeding the K&K show again tonight.
Does not disappoint.
Yeah. They brought in today their October Nobi Burger, so it'll be featured all month here in the month of October, the Nobi Burger. It's got a very nice olive spread on it with a white American cheese melted perfectly all over the top of a very nice burger. We got a little bit of the Cajun potato salad, kind of a different take on potato salad there.
My wife's favorite. She loves it. It is solid. Very good.
Also a crispy chicken sandwich with their classic home fries there.
3rd down and 9 for the Missiles. Francis under center. Johnson and Nye in the backfield. Going to hand it to Nye. Nye off the right side. Tackled by a gang of Thunder there. Said Missiles just playing it safe.
Yeah.
Basic running plays. Looks like Nye's cramping.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people reaching for some hammies and some calf muscles here lately. Getting to that time of the game.
Gain of 1 there for Spencer Nye. Be 4th and 8 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 44-yard line. LeBourne back to receive the punt. Francis in the punting formation. See if the Missiles, they look like they're going to punt this one anyway. Under 11 minutes to go in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, Kyson a little deeper there on the snap than he would be in his normal quarterback position. I got to imagine we're punting this away. Francis
gets the kick out. Angles towards the Missile sideline. Ebersol had a chance to catch it.
Had a chance to catch it. Can't quite haul it in. Ebersol didn't see too many chances in his career there, the received punts.
My brother checked in. South Beloit leads Alden Hebron 20-7 in the 3rd. Thanks, Mike. He was spending his night at the emergency vet.
Fun night for them, headed to the Quad Cities emergency vet trip. That's always a good trip you want to put on your schedule.
Best wishes to Yachty.
Yeah.
Neighborhood Yellow Lab. So it's 1st and 10 for the Thunder. They take over on their own 33-yard line as we approach 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. Missiles led by 40 at the half. Both teams. Missiles do have a few subs in defensively. Now looks like Ebersol is in there. Gonna air it out. LeBourne complete. Nice tackle there by Shank, but a nice completion. Harrington to LeBourne for a gain of 11.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Evan Shank. Even better catch and pass there to LeBourne from Harrington for a 1st down for the Thunder. LeBourne pretty happy about that 1st down as he gets up and points 1st down.
You
Thunder.
don't see the 1st down signal in this score of a game very often. As Harrington going to pitch it to Buckholtz. Buckholtz off the right side gets through 1 tackle. Going to be pushed out of bounds there by Johnson. Nice gain there.
Yeah, close to another 1st down here. It's going to depend on the ball mark.
Looks gain about 9 yards there for Buckholtz.
Now 2nd down 2.
'82 Gilroy coming in for Living Good. Said Ebersol, he must be in there for Promenschenkel. Is that who he's in there for, I believe?
Yeah, Promenschenkel.
Spencer Nye's not in either.
No, Spencer's over there.
Yep, he is in
on
there.
the far side.
2nd down and 2. Harrington under center, Mix and Buckholtz in the backfield. He's going to drop back to pass. Going through his progressions. Pass incomplete. Looking for Riker over there. Badimlia. Pass falls incomplete. So 3rd down and 2 now. 8:20 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, we talked about the mill wheel bringing us food each week that we've been home here. We appreciate that greatly. So put it on your schedules for October 11th. Put it on your calendar. They're going to have a grand reopening party there at the mill wheel. October 11th starts at 7 p.m. featuring renowned band Folk and Stages.
Ooh.
There will also be some giveaways that night and other prizes available.
Buckholz up the middle, pushing forward, going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gain a 1. We're going to be 4th and 1 here for the Thunder.
Yeah, I don't think Buckholz has been tackled by one single person all night. That took a flight of missiles there, making that tackle. They were able to stand him up to prevent him from getting the first down there.
Their 8-man score. South Fork leads Metro East 36-30 at the half. River Ridge 22, AFC 22, River Ridge 6
that
at the
one's
half.
Another battle of unbeatens,
Yes,
right?
it was.
They got a
Yes,
close
it was.
one going.
Quarterback sneak, and he's going to have it. Or was that Harrington, or was that Nix that took that?
Say that ball went to Herring just on the quarterback sneak there. He was
quarterback sneak.
able
He's going to get 2.
push ahead 2 yards for the first down, move the chains here for the Thunder.
The clock continues to run. West Carroll fans wondering why it's still running, but once you get to 40 points in the second half,
Yep,
it doesn't
not matter
matter
whether the score drops down below 40. If it was 40 at the half, it continues to run.
As Harrington going to drop back to pass, going to be pressured by Rayhorn, throws it, pass falls incomplete. Gilbert,
Yeah, Garrett Gilroy was
Gilroy in there with
Yeah.
the pressure as well.
Talked a little bit about Garrett before. It's a senior here for Milledgeville. His first year at Milledgeville, hasn't played football, I believe he told me, since he was in 6th grade.
Made the homecoming court.
Yeah, made the homecoming court. Garrett's a good kid. I've had the opportunity to talk to Garrett. He's a good kid. Sometimes when you're talking to high schoolers, you don't really know what you're going to get in return when you're trying to have a conversation. No offense to anybody, but you just never know. But Garrett will talk to you.
2nd down and 10. Pitch to Buckholz. Buckholz on the right side, tackled by Johnson and Saber. Gain of about 5. Going to bring up 4th and 5. Or, excuse me, 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5, it's now 3rd and 5 from the 40.
3rd down and 5 for the Thunder. Ball on the Missile 40-yard line. 5:40 and counting here in this 4th quarter. Missiles continue to lead 54-20. Game they led 54-14 at the half. Harrington going to hand to 34. Nice gainer up the middle.
Good's going to have the first down here for the Thunder.
Tackle made by Spencer Nye, Connor Johnson.
Gaining of 6 there for Good.
And in case there was any confusion last time, the clock will continue to run because it was 40 points at halftime, even though that was a first down.
Yes. 1st and 10 for the Thunder. Ball on the Missile 34-yard line. Harrington under center. Fakes it to him. Going to pitch it to Buckholz. Buckholz makes one man miss. No, he's off to the races. Buckholz 20, 10, 5, and he's in for a Thunder touchdown. Buckholz races 34 yards. There he showed some of that elusiveness there, Kurt.
Say speed and power. It's quite the mix here that Buckholz has. He's hard to bring down and he can outrun you.
So Buckholz goes 38 yards. Broke a couple tackles there. And the Thunder will try for 2. 54-26. Harrington under center. And try to keep it himself. Lunges.
Reaching for
and
it.
he gets in.
Yeah, got the ball across there.
2-point conversion good for Harrington. 4:42 to go in the contest. Milledgeville 54, West Carroll 28. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader WCCI. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Thunder set to toe it up here. Frankie Siha to toe it up. Got to be thinking an onside kick is coming here, Kurt. 54-28, 4:42 to go. Kick this one right out of bounds.
Sailed over Spencer Nye's head. Straight out of bounds. Missiles going to just take the ball from there.
Missiles will take the ball first and 10 on their own 40-yard line.
You only get to take it from, they've got the chains set up back there, but should get to go where it went out of bounds, correct?
If it went out of bounds ahead of the 35, you get it where it went out of bounds. That would.
And sometimes I've seen them mark it an additional 5 sometimes too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Some official confusion.
Yeah.
But we're going to set it on the 40 and go.
Said, now we're moving her up the additional 5. There we go.
So just a 4-man crew here tonight.
Hey, as long as they figure it out in the end, you can't really fault them. As long as they get it figured out in the end.
Francis under center, going to pitch it to Nye. Nye off the right side. Weaving through, going to gain about 6. Oh, moving back to 5, they say. LeBourne on the stop there for the Thunder. 2nd and 5. Down inside of 3.5 minutes to go now. Missiles looking to improve to 6-0 on the year. Back at home next week to face Orangeville next Friday night.
Gotta imagine the Missiles are just kind of looking here to run this out, get out of here with the win. Not let the Thunder offense back on the field.
Francis gonna hand it to Nye. Nye gets caught from here, right into his own man, Kurt. Otherwise he was gonna be off to the races again.
Probably would have bigger gain there for Spencer Nye, but he ran right into the back of Connor Johnson, kind of stood him up a little bit there. Allowed the Thunder defense to recover.
Lee win up 46-7 final over Morrison. Fulton gets a homecoming win 55-14 over Dakota. Looking like 30-12. Stockton gets the win over Galena. Check the EPC score here. Any updates on that one? EPC looking to get their 4th win of the year. Pistol formation for Francis. Nye behind him. Going to be a toss to Nye. Nye off the right side. Blockers out in front. Going to gain about 5 more.
Yeah, I think Nye thought about going down the stay in bounds there, but that doesn't matter here. Clock's running either way.
Gain of about 4. Should be 2nd down and 6. Ball just inside the 40-yard line.
5, so about 102 yards. Spencer over the century mark.
Brooks, I don't know if you can send us out over the boat there. My in-laws are asking for a cross-field shot, and they want to wave from the crow's nest. I don't know if that's something we can get here for them or not. But
EPC wins 51-24 over Forreston. Big win there for the Wildcats. 2nd down and 5. Now the Missiles are just in victory formation.
Formation for the Missiles.
Francis takes a knee. So Francis takes a knee. Gonna need 1 or 2 more of those. So Thunder will fall to 4-2. They'll be home next week against the AFC Raiders. The Missiles improve to 6-0. They'll be home next week against the Orangeville Broncos. And should have 1 more knee, I believe. We'll do it here.
Yeah, world's greatest homestand here I've possibly ever seen for the Missiles. I don't know a time that there's ever been 4 straight home games for a team.
4 in a row, and you could have 2 or 3 playoff games possibly, too. You could have 7 of your last 8 at home.
I hope there's a lot of water coming out of that spigot up there off the field.
Looking at hopefully some rain here next Monday or Tuesday. Would be nice.
Would be nice for
it would
a lot
rain
of
once in a while.
reasons, yeah.
one more knee, and we're down to the final 25 seconds on the clock, but the teams are going to line it up here. The Missiles are going to get the win here in the county clash tonight. They knock off the Thunder by a score of 54-28. We'll go over the stats here first for the Thunder. Aiden Buckholtz, the workhorse back. Let me finish his totals here. He had 28 carries, I do believe. A pair of touchdowns, 157 yards on 28 carries for Aiden Buckholtz. Cropper 4 for -3, Harrington 2 for 6, Mix 1 for 2, Good 1 for 6. Harrington through the air 4 for 11 for 57 yards and a touchdown, a 33-yarder to Good. Through the air, Buckholtz was 1 for 1, 31 yards. That one was to LeBourne. LeBourne had 2 catches, one of them being a touchdown. He had 2 catches for 42 yards. And Bud and Leah had 1 catch for 13 yards for the Thunder. Now for the Missiles here tonight, Spencer Nye had 2 touchdown runs, 14 carries, 102 yards. Shank 5 for 16. Living Good 2 for 10 through the air. Francis 6 for 10 for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. Living Good 2 for 2 for 47 yards and 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Johnson 3 for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nye 3 for 83 and 2 touchdowns. Shank 1 for 4. Mickelson 1 for 16. Just a dominant performance overall. The Missiles that first half, Kurt, racing out to that 40-point halftime lead, just kind of shocked the Thunder there early and often in this one.
Yeah, I think the Missiles' physicality, kind of pushed the Thunder back right away. The Thunder took that opening blow there. First play from scrimmage goes for a touchdown. They were able to come back on their first drive, though, and put together a drive and get a score in, but then immediately a kick return for a touchdown. Another first play after that goes for a touchdown. Just Missiles inserting their dominance early on the offensive side of the ball. Also showing their dominance on the defensive side of the ball in that first half. The Thunder able to push through a few scores here in the second half from Aiden Buckholtz, but overall dominating performance here, I would say, by the Missiles.
Yeah, that's a good team the Missiles just beat here tonight, and a team that's going to have a lot to say come playoff time. They going to have possibly an undefeated South Beloit team to go, but I'm looking at their schedule. I don't see any reason the Thunder don't be 7-2 and very dangerous coming into the playoffs there, Kurt.
Yeah, no, they're going to be a team to mess with. They've more physical than possibly they were last year. They got a couple athletes out there. Never game plan. Watch film here tonight. See what you saw. Game plan. Missiles kind of threw a lot at them. A little more shifting and changing things around than we've seen from the Missiles so far this year. So next time that they come out, they'll be more ready for those sort of deals. Learn and grow from the film is all the Thunder can do, and continue to get better each and every week.
Yep, once again, that's going to wrap up our WCCI coverage. You can stay tuned on our YouTube stream tonight for the post-game interviews with Coach Roble and Coach S that you can hear tomorrow morning as well on the Coaches Corner, 9 a.m. tomorrow. It's always a must-listen to catch up on all the area coaches of the action every week. But, yeah, tomorrow morning, Brian Roosh will have the Coaches Show at 9 a.m., so make sure to tune in there. Like I said, that's going to do it for our WCCI coverage. I'd like to thank Ashley back in the studio. Thank you guys for listening, and have a great night. Hey, Ashley, I got Coach Ed. The Carroll County Clash. I know a lot of fans around the area were looking forward to this one. You guys fall 54-28. The Missiles scored early and often there. Just came out really first play of the game, and just talk about what you've seen there the first couple series there, Coach.
Well, as you've seen championship football right there. You know, I've been battling Milledgeville since back in my Amboy days, and by far, in my personal opinion, this group right here is probably the best group I've seen out of Milledgeville. They keep it business. Every player understands what they need to do, and they do it. And yeah, it gave us an example of where we need to be. They put it out there for us.
Yeah, exactly. But your team's building as well too. I think you guys have improved, much more physical. I think almost even than last year. Your group this year, but you're sitting at 4-2. 3 winnable games left. You got AFC at home next week, but just talk about returning at home, back to your home field. You guys have been on the road 3 straight, I believe, have you not?
Yes, we have. Going back home is going to be good. At the same time, like I said, you know, since we've been an 8-man, we lost to Poland, we lost to Milledgeville, and every time I tell them we got to learn, and we just got to learn from two, because these are 2 top organizations in 8-man football since we've been in here. So we're going to watch film, learn what we can learn from it, just get better, and, you know, go on to the next game.
Yeah, like you said, you got down early there. You guys scored, made it 8-6 after you guys were driving your first possession after the Missiles had scored. Then you had a bad snap. Right. And then, but you guys were moving the ball. That kind of slowed you down. But then you had roughing the punter. But then Buckholtz running Buckholtz out of the Wildcat some tonight. Is that something you've done a whole lot this season yet, Coach?
Well, no. Buckholtz is this is our second week back. After that first game, he had hurt his ankle pretty bad, and we sat him a couple games. You know, we put him in polo for some plays in there, and you can see him wobbling back up. So I just decided we weren't going to run him no more. So we're trying to get him back in shape now as we move towards the playoffs. So. Yeah,
he's a workhorse. Impressive kid. As a kid, I was excited to watch in person. I hadn't seen him since last year, but I've heard good things about him. And I think I had him down official 28 carries for Aiden tonight for 157 yards and a couple touchdowns. So, yeah, great night by him. And something with your team. You're down 40 points at halftime, but they did not pack it in. I mean, they still brought good energy the second half and played hard throughout the whole game.
Oh, that was the talk in there, you know, because the first half, everything was a flash for them, you know. And so I told him in the second half, you know, you guys got to stand up and you got to keep playing football, but stop playing so much with emotions and just start playing a little bit smarter. And you know what, we can move the ball a little bit here. And you know, I think the first couple drives we were able to score a touchdown. We got a couple of stops. So you know, that's the key. You know, you got to keep playing the game no matter what.
It's a fast game, but like you said, sometimes you need to slow the game down just a little bit, and mentally there to figure things out a little bit.
Exactly.
But like I said, tough one tonight. You guys fall to 4-2, but back at home against AFC next week, and like I said, hopefully you guys can get a win there and get it steered in the right direction, and you guys are going to be a force come playoff time, hopefully.
Yep, yeah. We still got one more. We got a couple more tough games. South Beloit after that one. I'm not sure. Do you happen to know if they beat who won?
They were up 20-7 in the third quarter
against
Alden Hebron was the last score that we had. So 20-7.
So we got another tough one coming up in 2 weeks. So we'll learn from this one. We'll play AFC. AFC plays tough all the time, and then you know we'll go to the next one. So. Yeah.
All right. Well, Coach, who's going to – the Cowboys or Jets going to get a victory on Sunday?
That's hard to say because I would have set the Cowboys against the Bears, and you saw what happened. And then I didn't think we were going to go into overtime with Green Bay, so it depends on what Cowboy team come out. You know, that rookie running back's supposed to come out blue, I think, this week. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, thanks for jumping on with us, Coach. And
I appreciate it.
Yep. Good luck next week against AFC.
All right. Thank you.
That was head coach of the West Carroll Thunder, Coach S. We'll be back. Welcome back here on the post-game show on the Missiles Media Network. We're here with our Ruby's Espresso and Smoothie player of the game, Saber. Caleb Sarber has jumped on with us here. As Caleb, nice game tonight. You guys get the big victory in the Carroll County Clash. Homecoming week, a lot of hype surrounding this game. Just talk about the atmosphere and how excited were you guys to play the West Carroll Thunder here tonight?
We're ready. Probably the most excited, most energy we've brought to a game yet. And packed out, people on the hill yesterday. Good
Yes.
energy.
Cars were there early and often. Yeah, like I said, I think we even had some cars parking Wednesday, which is a rarity here at there. But you guys jumped out on them early. You guys set the tone early. I know there's been a lot of talk all week about how good the West Carroll defense was. You guys seemed to come out and wanted to make a statement in that first quarter. I think you guys put up 30 points in that first quarter, 54 in the first half. Just talk about what you've seen there offensively there tonight, Saber.
Well, we talked about it throughout the week. We had something to prove. So we came out and we hit them. We proved it.
Yeah, Coach Folk here was talking there. Every time you line up at your guard spot, he says, it looks like he is going to get destroyed. I believe he said it looks like he's going to block nobody, but somehow you always do. How do you feel? How do you like playing the line that's such being undersized every game you go into here, Sarber?
Well, you just got to get leverage on them, I guess.
But yeah, and I'm sure the tone of this team seems to be as much as you guys put great offensive numbers. You guys fly to the ball. So much fun. This team is one of my favorites I've ever watched play defense, and I'm sure you're one, like everybody else, you prefer to play defense over offense?
Love defense. Do not love offense.
All right, now we'll get to know Saber here a little bit better. Caleb Sarber, our Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies player of the game. Who is your favorite athlete, Caleb?
Favorite athlete? Probably I'll go Mike Allstott.
Okay, nice. Ooh, that's good. I like that. That's dream car, favorite car, or a dream car.
Man, I don't.
For you, I would say like an '87 Chevette.
Sure, I don't know much about cars.
Seems like something you drive, Saber. How about dream job? What's your dream job?
Job? Well, I'm planning on going into welding, so we'll say that.
Okay. Favorite Casey's snack? If you go to Casey's, what do you grab from Casey's?
If it's breakfast, I'm going for the burrito, breakfast burrito. If it's lunch, I'm just going with a piece of pizza.
All right. Okay. And favorite school lunch? What's your favorite school lunch?
Favorite school lunch would probably be hot ham and cheese.
Hot ham and cheese. The pretzel buns. That what
Yep.
puts it over the top?
That is.
All right. Well, congratulations, Saber, and good luck next week. Another home game against Orangeville. So thank you for joining us. And that was Caleb Sarber, our Ruby's Espresso player of the game. Cobb Field, joined by head coach of the Missiles, Jason Rowell. Coach, boy, your team seemed to play pretty inspired, fired-up football. The Carroll County Clash, we were calling it. I know everybody was looking forward to this game, the 8-man game of the week. Channel 6 was here all week, so seen a lot of hype, and boy, the boys seemed ready to go early and often in this one.
Yeah, I was really pleased with practice all week. You know, even though it was homecoming, I thought we had really focused practice, and it showed on the field. I thought you're right. I think they played inspired tonight, came out with something to prove. It's sort of strange saying that when you're, sort of undefeated team and seen as one of the favorites, but I think they were inspired to prove something, and they did that.
Yeah, I know talking to the kids, or everybody's talking up the West Carroll defense. They'd given up 30 to Polo, but shut out everybody else, and everybody was saying how good the defense was, and I think maybe our kids were saying we've got a pretty good stout defense here as well.
Yeah, exactly. I thought we did a great. Coach Grenoble challenged them before the game. Everyone he was taking exception to the fact that everyone's talking about our defense this year, not the offense, like it has been. And so he's, really was in their ear about, hey, we got to have a good offensive turnout tonight. And even at halftime, some of the guys were talking how much up front we're communicating because West Carroll, they're aggressive defense. They bring it, and we were still able to move the ball, still able to run the ball, and also attack them through the air. So I thought offensively this might have been our best performance of the season.
Yeah, I think Coach Grenoble, we talked, he was deep into the Texas Roadhouse menu there tonight with all the different formations and shifts and 3 different guys playing quarterback. The stuff you put on film tonight is going to have guys scratching their head.
Yeah, it was fun putting that in this week. This is kind of the time of the season where we're starting to get our base stuff, I think, pretty well mastered, and we been added a little bit spice to our offense, and that you saw some of that tonight. And
something this team has been missing that we hadn't done all year, got a special teams touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that's the first one. You're right.
It's been a staple the last several years. You guys have had the breakaway speed with Micah and the Johnsons and everything. But, yeah, the first special teams touchdown, Connor Johnson, and then a big punt block tonight by Carter Livingood as well.
Yeah, that was another key to the game I had on the whiteboard downstairs is special teams. We haven't had many opportunities, to be honest, to kick return. People aren't kicking to us, which we're not real surprised about. But our defense has played so well, we haven't had a ton of our first team opportunities on kick return. So it was nice to get one today. And even that was a short kick. It wasn't like they kicked it deep. We just had a couple nice blocks, and Connor took it to the house. Then Carter, unfortunately, early in the game, he ran into the punter, and we had him stopped, and that allowed West Carroll to get their first score. But then he redeemed himself with that punt block that gave us a short field later.
All right, now home game number 3 next week.
Yeah, awesome. We're only halfway through our homestand, yeah.
Yes, only halfway through. Orangeville comes to town next week, a team that's 2-3, but have one of the premier athletes in 8-man, Hayden Schofield, who's up near, I think he's maybe top 5 in rushing yards already in 8-man, and he's just a junior.
Yeah, just a junior.
Over 1,000 yards on the season. Tell what you got to do to contain him next week against Orangeville.
Well, I actually haven't watched much film. I know West Carroll did a really nice job containing him last week, and I'm sure our guys are going to rise to the occasion. With his numbers, I think they're going to probably want to have something to prove, just like we did last night. But, yeah, he's a special player on offense. He makes a lot of people look foolish. So we got to make sure that we, after homecoming, we don't have a let-off, that we keep the throttle down and keep getting better every week.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for joining me, Coach, and good luck next week against the Orangeville Broncos.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That was head coach Jason Rowell of the Milledgeville Missiles. We'll be back on the Coaches Show after this quick timeout. Welcome back to our post-game show here from Floyd Dobb Field, the K&K show. The Missiles get the win tonight, 54-28 over West Carroll, Kurt. And the Missiles came out early and often and put this one away in the first half, really.
Yeah, I'd say they did what they've kind of been doing all year with the exception of that opening game against Amboy where they took care of business in the first half. And we're about to take care of some business here on the K&K show. We're doing our first ever giveaway here. So if you're still watching live, even if you're not watching live, I think you can be the winner here because we got all your information. But Brooks is going to pull a spin the wheel and make a deal up here on the screen for y'all.
Yep, the Milledgeville, it's going to be the Missile Fan Page apparel is now live. The store offers a wide variety of missile gear, ships directly to your home, and 10% of all sales come back to support the student program. So you're going to get 2 items, I believe Brooks said. It's from the Missile Fan apparel page. So let's spin the wheel of destiny.
Stuff. This is exciting.
First winner is... It can't be Chad Selman. We're going to redo it. If it's, you got to be.
Everybody's eligible, right? Maybe even if you work for the K&K show.
Winner,
Brooke Pichos.
Mrs.
Pichos.
The first winner of our first ever winner.
First ever winner of the K&K show giveaway.
So we just pick one. Is that correct? Or, yep, one gets two prizes.
Two prizes.
Congratulations to Mrs. Pichos.
Anything you want there, Mrs. Pichos, if you're still watching. Anything you want from the new fan store. So what a cool giveaway there. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe she gets to pick a PE event on Friday too, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So anyway, congratulations to Mrs. Pichos, and thank you, Brooks, for setting that up. I'd like to thank our camera crew, Lily Miller, Bowden Last, Deacon Siegel, as well as our executive producer, Brooks Wilkinson. Any final thoughts in the game here, Kurt, before we host Orangeville next week?
Just 2 good teams. They battled. The score... little lopsided there, but I thought they battled. West Carroll's got some stuff to work on. I liked what Coach S said, all we can do is learn from this, and I have a quote in my room right now that says, some days you win, some days you learn. So I liked what he said when he was in here talking, and I think he's really working with those boys and that team there. They're going to come back. As for the Missiles, business as usual, keep pushing forward. Yeah, big challenge next week with a good running back there from Orangeville, but I think we're up for the task.
Yep, the Missiles improved to 6-0. So once again, they get the win over the Thunder tonight, 54-28. So for Kurt Folk, I'm Kyle Leach. Thank you for listening, and have a great night.